Hello, welcome back to Just Casting. You're here with me, Kyle.
Dave.
Alex.
And Jose.
And today we have a new special guest to add to the mix. A man who's been journeying to the realms of New Jersey for the past few years. That's why he's never been on before. Our good friend, and sometimes... I won't say
Just
it.
get
It's too
to
mean
the
to him.
fucking point.
Introduce yourself.
Where are you going?
Yeah, where were you
It was
going?
going to be a certain thing that holds up a certain kind of national emblem.
Oh,
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
What the hell?
Yes.
That's a great
Kanye
introduction.
West is on.
If we got
Arthur.
Kanye, you know what? Even though I'm not a fan of the guy, if we somehow got Kanye West, that'd be kind of respectable.
Jose, hold on a second. You know, you're a great podcaster and all, but this guy here, he's the fucking man. Okay, I'm just gonna say that.
Kanye or Pato?
David Bowie and Mick Jagger were more than just friends.
I think we all knew that.
I mean, did you see Dancing in the Street?
I speak in non sequiturs.
I think that sort of
That's-
ruined the whole
that's
thing.
just-
Okay, then. So,
Anyway, we will call you... do you want your last name on?
I don't really care if it's Pat or O'Malley or just, hey, I'm Pat O'Malley there. The whole
Pat
world
O.
knows my full name.
Alright, well,
But I'm-
cool, Pat.
Cool.
thank you, sir.
Alrighty.
Yeah, we've known Pat for some time. Well, not Dave. Dave met him, like, roughly
I had no idea.
half hour ago.
Despite the
yeah.
fact that we all went to the same high school.
Yeah,
I don't.
I don't think Alex and Dave knew each other before they were co-hosts on the
No, I-
podcast.
I know, that's the best part.
Yeah, I knew Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah. I knew him through my brother.
We have brought this up on multiple occasions.
Yeah, it's
Were
like,
you-
including, you know, our first one that you guys were like, oh, I don't know you.
And then we grew to be
The
hated
greatest of
enemies.
enemies.
Oh, Kyle, funny story actually that happened today. While I was fixing up my computer, because it's running pretty well now, I found some old files that I need to see if they're still good or
Oh,
not.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, no.
Is it ours?
Yes!
Oh,
Oh.
God.
The original JK files.
Yeah, the original Just Casting, where the name came from.
You
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
this Jose and Kyle. That's why we spell casting with a K.
I haven't checked if they're still working on it, but there's some Audacity files.
Let's
Of that.
never, ever, ever show those to anyone.
Were they that bad?
They're pretty goddamn boring.
I went to some weird fucking rants a couple of times while being royally hammered, but that's about
the
it.
first one you guys were having.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Of
well,
course,
I think we were
they
more
go to-
hammered back then.
Yeah, because I was a depressing drunk back then.
Yes, you were.
I sound like a recovering alcoholic.
It's fun.
With your glass of scotch 3 feet from you. One
Hush,
foot from you,
child.
or something.
Hooray. We're all drinking. Well,
I'm not drinking.
yeah, I was about to.
I'm sober Stan. I'm like,
Really?
I don't hang out with people who drink or do drugs.
That's a good boy.
Sorry, my bullshit allergies are acting up.
What a sneeze.
Yes.
It was a fake sneeze for a joke.
The joke
that you
was
missed.
my allergies are acting up, which are bullshit allergies.
You guys can all go to hell.
This wasn't even on your. Stop it. Don't ruin my show. This is why I don't bring you places.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Nope. Hey, the office is nice.
I like The Office. It's different than last time.
It is more officey.
And
Yes.
more roly cherry.
It has more posters of planes.
And trains.
And automobiles.
Automobiles.
Transformers.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did it.
Oh, we made a Steve Martin.
Let's
John
go,
Candy
guys.
joke.
We're never getting better than
Joke
that.
complete.
I mean, the only new thing is that file cabinet in the corner.
We selling
Mission
shower
fire.
curtain?
What'd you say, Dave?
Nothing. I went too far.
Oh, okay,
I
then.
went too far.
You've gone too far.
I've gone too far with that joke.
Alright,
All right,
then.
well, so how long has it been since? All right, what do you want to say, Pat? What are you interrupting me
He's
on my
a
own
special
show?
guest.
to say?
Let him interrupt.
Fine,
This is
fine.
a
Take my
soapbox
show
right
off my
here.
hands, Pat. It's
This is
all
a
yours.
soapbox.
Go.
Get on the soapbox. Preach.
Well, I was just gonna bring about the topic. God, does he exist?
Amen.
I don't know if we're ready to go into that topic, Pat.
Yeah, I was just saying.
He was just trying to ruin everything.
Is that obvious?
Yeah. I forgot. Oh yeah. So how long do you think it's been since we all recorded together?
The entire summer.
Yeah.
Iron Man. Kyle, we discussed Iron Man 3.
Right.
That was the last one, Iron Man 3.
That's
No,
last
I
time
think-
all of us.
Star
Or
Trek.
maybe.
Star Trek was
No,
because
I
I
don't
remember we talked about Star Trek and we're like, whatever. And
I
you're
don't
like,
think Alex was there.
I heard Star Trek was pretty much Wrath of Khan, just the remake.
It was, but it
It
was.
was.
I liked it. I
Fuck
liked
and
it.
die, or-
It was the opposite.
Oh yeah. By the way,
Yeah.
Pat, can you not mumble? Speak into a microphone.
I mean, fine, no, mumble.
Um,
mumble ass.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Adam Sandler movie.
I finally did.
It's true.
I finally did see Star Trek Into Darkness, and I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Ironically, it comes out on DVD today.
Well,
Wow, what a perfect time.
yeah.
Oh, we're gonna kick off the show right. I really like something. Well, Dave really fucking hates it.
Seriously?
No, I didn't really hate it. I
Oh, okay,
liked
then.
it. I was just disappointed by it.
I was the opposite of disappointed. I it's so many people were like, it was ruined. They claimed it was a different guy and it was Khan. And so I
Well,
went-
because he kept lying. He's like, no, it's not Khan.
They
all right?
did that, like,
stop it.
they
all right?
yeah, because they wanted
they
to
kept,
give
like-
some kind of like
Yeah, but
build-up.
everyone knew it was Khan, so it's just like, give it up. Can you just say it's Khan and just stop?
But what? So you're holding the movie like
No, I'm
like,
not holding the
again-
movie because
like,
of
holding
that,
against
because
him
he's a
'cause the
fucking
director?
liar.
what does that have to do with the movie?
No, but it's like when something comes out, it's like, and everybody keeps like saying, no, it's Khan. Everybody says it's Khan. And he's like, no, it isn't. Guys.
Yeah, I'm sure that's how J.J. Abrams talks. You know, you got him, Dave. You should go on tour and just be like J.J. Abrams impersonator.
But it's like a baby just saying like, no.
Yeah,
no.
I'm sure that's
And
how it
it's like,
happened. I'm sure it's not like a publicist thing or a studio thing. I'm sure it was J.J.
And then in
being
the
like,
same thing with Star Wars, I don't really feel like doing. I'm doing stuff.
That's called contract negotiations, retard.
What do you mean?
He couldn't
the next
say it at
week
the
it's
time.
like I'm doing Star
Yeah,
Wars.
because
then
there was-
why did you deny it?
Because it was not final. It was finalized, but Disney would not let him announce it. It was, like, known they didn't want him to announce it until they wanted to announce it. Yeah, that's what Disney does.
Yep.
How can you even call J.J. Abrams bullshit when you look at the movies he's made? I don't even like Cloverfield.
He didn't
And-
make
He was a producer. It was
Yeah, he made it though.
Yeah, he was a
Well,
producer.
yeah, he's a producer on a lot of things.
Yes, I mean Joss Whedon was a producer on Cabin in the Woods, and he was there every
I
single
thought
day.
didn't he write,
not with
direct
everybody.
it, or did he just a writer?
No, he was.
Oh.
I'm 99% sure he was just a producer, and he was on
Really?
set every
Oh.
day doing work every single day.
Who, Josh?
Joss Whedon.
No, he wrote it.
Oh, well, still, right? You know how much writers involved in the making of a movie? They
Not
write
really.
and then they hand it over.
And
That's
it's edited,
Yeah.
That's why they're producers, like in Star Trek. The writers were the producers.
Even so, producers don't normally have the same input that a director has.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying that it was Damon Lindelof, which I do not like at all.
Damon Lindelof's like having. I think it's funny because after he wrote Prometheus last year, he was like coasting so much of like the first couple of years of Lost because like
Yeah.
everybody was like on his dick for that, and then like he fumbled the ending when he had to have an ending for that, and then
Which was another thing that JJ was like, well, not JJ, I wouldn't say
It's
that's a lie. It would probably be most of the people behind Lost who are like,
Yeah.
we know what we're doing, we know what we're doing. Oh,
It's known-
you know, we don't know what
It's
we're
known
doing.
after like season 1, JJ was like, I don't
Yeah,
really do anything on the show.
everybody thinks that J.J. Abrams was like the giant Lost head honcho, but he's only producer on the first season.
Well, technically he was the head honcho. That's it. He like
Like,
delegated
he
to everyone
created it,
else.
but
Like
you
the
write it?
first season.
No, he
I think he
didn't-
wrote
yeah, he
a
didn't
bunch.
write it.
I think he wrote a bunch, but that was like I think he set up like, okay, this is what they're gonna be doing. Go.
Yeah, but then Damon Lindelof tried like his vague cryptic shit on Prometheus, and then that like backfired spectacularly. And then now he's complaining himself on the guy who wrote Abraham Lincoln Vampire Slayer or whatever.
Hunter.
Whatever.
I didn't see it.
No, it's Jack the Giant Killer, not Jack the Giant Slayer. I forgot. Or Jack the Giant Slayer.
No,
not
that's a
Jack
different
the
movie.
Giant Killer,
Yeah.
Whatever. Anyway,
Same situation though.
Yeah,
Let him
so-
finish.
So Lindelof and the Abraham Vampire Hunter guy are both like upset with the fan community for not like getting their writing or whatever. So,
Wait,
like,
the book or the movie?
The movie.
I think
Movie?
the guy
The
who wrote
movie was based on a book.
I think the guy who wrote the book was also the screenwriter for the movie.
Well, it couldn't be because the book is awesome. The movie was not awesome.
Yeah.
I read the what was it? I think it was Jane Eyre.
Um,
Or no,
well,
Pride and
Prejudice
Prejudice
and
and something. I
Zombies.
read that in school.
I read
Actually,
that.
It's
good.
very different because that's pretty much the
It
same
was
story,
fun.
and then they throw in zombies at the end.
it was fun.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying about Star Trek, I'm not saying that disappointed
That
me. It's-
Abraham Lincoln should have killed more vampires.
He should have been in it, and he should have played Khan too. Like it was a big reveal.
Yeah.
It's like I'm Khan, but I'm actually Abraham Lincoln. No, what I hated about it is like you have these people who are really into Star Wars. Like they're adamantly like, "Hey, we're Star Wars people," and they go into the Star Trek thing and they just cram whatever they know from pop culture and put it in there. And it feel to me like a really jumbled mess, and it was kind of like the first one that they made.
It was a lot like the first. I will give you that.
Because it was like nothing. The first 10 minutes though was extremely enjoyable for me.
I disagree.
Because
the
it was like
beginning
an old.
was stupid.
It was kind of like an old episode,
I
except a little beefed up.
I thought the beginning, and we talked about this last week.
I cannot get with him on
No.
anything.
No, I can't.
Anything.
I
Anything.
literally liked
Whole
everything
podcast.
after the first 10 minutes. Because it was like, why take away Kirk's ship? What was the point of that?
What?
It forwarded nothing. To take, like when they took the ship of the Enterprise.
The
away from Kirk.
Enterprise? Kirk ship is the Enterprise.
No. I didn't mean that. The beginning of the movie.
With them running on the planet? And...
Yeah, like it
Oh,
felt like an
yeah, that
old
was fun.
episode.
Okay,
That's
yes,
what I'm
yes.
saying.
I
Like,
thought you
that
meant
was
the,
really
just
cool.
the beginning of the movie.
No.
Okay. Like that was I love most of that movie.
Because
There's
it's
no
like
reason to do that.
revenge again.
Yeah.
Kirk and Spock trying to be friends again. It's like, oh, we gotta go faster differences, whatever, again.
You ever have
Again!
But what are you gonna like? Then you have to penalize the whole old show because that was every episode of the show. Was them
Every episode
them having a difference of opinion based on logic or emotion?
Not really.
Yes.
Did you ever have
I
an Eric
know.
Bana Romulan guy from? Did he blow up?
He
Should,
blew up.
should we
What?
ask our actually only Trekkie in this house?
Oh, he's upstairs now.
Well, when he gets back downstairs, we can ask the actual Trekkie and
Jim!
settle this debate.
Down.
We need a Trekkie! Hurry up!
It wasn't always the debate between Spock and Kirk.
It was
Not
a lot of
always.
it. Really, that wasn't like one of the bases of the show. Really, you're gonna argue?
I'm
that
not
point.
saying it wasn't prevalent. It's just it wasn't all
Stop it! Now
throughout.
you're splitting hairs. Is prevalent as opposed to a large part?
No, it's not always in it. It's not every episode they're fighting them both.
No,
It's-
they're not fighting, but there's always some kind of like captain that you maybe shouldn't do that. That doesn't seem logical.
It's literally no. You know what? It's not Kirk and Spock. It's Spock and McCoy, and
Yeah, that's
Kirk is
true.
in the middle of
That's
it.
true. Yeah, no.
I
that's
never
true.
got McCoy. Every time I saw him, it was like, why is there another guy in a blue shirt there? Everything that I don't know. The whole-
Really.
The whole thing seems pretty egregious to me.
What,
What's
would
he
you have been
doing?
happier if he was in like a green shirt?
Well, yeah, I mean, Scotty had a red shirt. I mean, Aurora had a red shirt, but she was a girl, so it didn't really matter. And what else? I mean,
Dave is
check
trying to.
box.
Oh well, you know what, I can tell you, and then when you get on mic, Dave is trying to argue that a large portion of Star Trek was not Spock and Kirk arguing over whether something is logical or you should just do it with your gut.
This is see, he's kind
That's
of
a
in the
great
same
start,
boat. Yeah.
Jim.
No, because he's saying in Star Trek Into Darkness, there was like, oh, they're doing it again. They're doing the like, oh god, they're having differences of opinions again. Jim, you're breaking everything
No.
Fine.
with your large bottle of wine.
Fucking broke my picture too on there. Fix it.
It was like that.
No, it wasn't like that. Look. You hear that? Alex Ryder, he comes down here and he breaks shit.
To be honest, to be fair to him, when I walked in, it was hanging.
Just
I don't
tilt
care.
it, you idiot!
Fair.
Alex Ryder, you need to stop smoking so much weed. You're
Too much
You're endangered yourself.
Fuck
The
is
pictures
wrong.
around
I'm
you.
already running a cartel right now, but you know.
It could happen to anyone, man. It could happen to you, too.
All right.
This is turning out to be a fantastic evening.
Yes. And we're back.
So I was told I was supposed to talk now. All right, so I do agree to talk at me first. Lead me into this.
What? Wasn't it more?
Dave does not like Star Trek Into Darkness. I like Star Trek Into Darkness. That's where this is coming from.
Okay. All right. So then let me go into my, I guess, little monologue about this, and then you guys could comment, and then I will rebut. So
Did you literally just laugh at when he said butt?
no.
Different. He goes, you guys can rebut butt, and I just hear.
So mature, Alex. So
Again,
mature.
he said all right. So I went into Star Trek Into Darkness a little nervous because I didn't want to spoil it for myself, but I was, one of those people who was reading up on it. And, at first, they had, it had been leaked that Khan was going to be the spoiler alert, that Khan was going to be the main villain.
Yeah, when
But-
the movie first started in production,
Yeah.
it's like Latino Review, which is like on the ball with
No.
everything.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't Khan. It was literally a guy named John Harrison was gonna be the villain.
No. Listen.
I know
to me.
it's the worst
See?
name for a villain ever. No, I know. I read
No.
the same thing.
It was later on, like right before the movie was going to be released. It's like, oh, it's John Harris. But no, they said in the like Latino review when the movie started in
You just kind of started talking like Kirk in the Latino
review because I love Kirk so much, William Shatner. But no, they usually get their shit right on the money.
It is weird, right?
They made a deal with the
They're
devil.
Definitely,
They-
and Jose, this is gonna be racist. This is gonna be racist. The Latino review definitely is like a janitor that works in.
He works next to the
No,
offices.
it's all of them. It's like it's a big like unity of
It's a
like,
network.
janitors and gardeners outside the studios that get all the inside
Scoops.
God, it was so
Pretty sure
anyway,
that's-
So, and when it was announced that the actor who was going to be play Khan at the time was Hispanic, I don't know his name.
What?
Well, no. And it was announced. They announced that it was going to be a Hispanic actor's name, Hispanic actor, and that Khan was going to be the villain. Now, of course, this was leaked. This wasn't announced. JJ really tried very hard about not releasing everything. You saw the previews; they were all scenes that had nothing to do with the plot.
Yeah.
Which I applaud him for because everyone thought it was something completely different. He did a really good job with that. But I was giddy like a little schoolgirl because I don't know about you guys, but my favorite movie of the Star Trek series was always Star Trek 2.
Whose wasn't?
Yeah.
know,
Whose favorite
but,
was
like,
like 3?
But
3.
after that had been announced, and they're like, no. Their explanation made sense because if you're a real Trekkie, you understood they were saying, well, it's going to be very similar to the episode where No Man Has Gone Before, where it's
That was a Gary.
yeah.
Chandler.
No.
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 It's a different
That is
episode.
wrong.
No.
Gary Mitchell.
Yeah, Gary Mitchell's
Yeah.
episode. And so they were really saying that this guy, who John Harrison
Is
was
like
really
this-
Gary Mitchell. And it made sense from the way it was portrayed in the previews.
And that would
And
have
that's
been.
what everyone was voting for, but then there was still that little group that held out that was like, no, it's Khan.
Yeah.
So I went into it, and and it's John Harrison. Okay, and I'm sitting here and I'm watching this, and then all of a sudden he starts talking about, leading into him out saying my name is Khan. You must have, I don't know, Jose, if you saw my face, but I looked like a little schoolgirl
You
who
did.
just got proposed to by Justin Bieber.
You did.
And I think I probably squealed like one too when he said it.
All very true.
Yeah. So, and one of the things that I liked, but it got to be overbearing with the movie, is they were making the same kind of they were making homages. to
They
the
just
point-
made it opposite.
It was like, no, I know, but
The
like,
reverse.
homages they were making were just like it was almost like you wanted to turn around and slap one of them.
Oh, remember? It was like, we gotta get the blood. Can you stop messing with that tribble? I was
Yeah.
like, can you shut the fuck up?
I love
Stop
it.
cramming
No,
all
no,
that
no,
shit
but
into the movie.
but it was one of the point where it was like where Dr. McCoy's character, I think at one point
Who I
made-
wish was in it more.
yeah, was made like
He-
those like damn it Jim's like 3 times in a row. And I
Yeah.
was just like, okay, we get it. You guys are trying to make it like
See, that's what I'm
like,
talking about. Like
See,
the
that was-
cramming. It's like whatever's in pop culture about Star Trek, just put it in. Because we don't have any fucking idea.
But you know what? You know what? They do have an idea because when you're making a movie like this, you know what you do? You watch episodes of Star Trek over and over and over and over again.
Yeah, but to the
Because
fan
that's what-
service to that point,
Because you're not trying to please him. You're trying to please him. I pointed at Jim and then at Alex.
so it's like, so it's kind of like the DC of
Or
like,
him.
fuck you, we're gonna
No,
destroy
it's
your
called-
childhood.
no, it's the every single movie ever made style. You're not going for a select group. You're going for you're trying to get everyone. This was their attempt to make Star Trek
I get that.
applicable, and it was a fucking awesome movie.
But despite that, I think really that was its only flaw. The Klingons, I think they could have. They picked a good happy medium between the original series and the
yeah, I
modern
agree.
Klingons.
Actually,
But I think there could have been a little bit like more there in their appearance.
You wanted the original, like
No.
no
No,
bumps,
the original
No.
was like
like
just a
oily
dude.
brown people.
Hey,
What? No, they were brown.
Actually, black. Actually,
Black.
But I actually would have preferred them to be more closer to the modern.
because they
I
look like
guess
aliens.
modern. Yeah, 'cause they
Yeah, with
actually
the
look like-
bumps.
with the
and-
bumps
yeah.
and the deal. But
Well, was that some kind of?
It was a race war. Race war.
Race war. I know very. I mean, I know Star Trek
Bumps
to a degree. I've seen all the movies. I've seen a bunch of episodes. The bump thing was like a disease or something, right? They explained it away. There was some kind of
There's an explanation. I don't know.
like there was some kind of like virus that affected.
I don't
It would-
remember. But all I know is that I don't know what that actual.
I always
explanation
liked the
was.
bumpy forehead. I thought it made him look more alien and more distinct.
I think really the explanation was they got a better budget. this
Yeah,
time.
no,
Yeah.
that is the explanation. But I'm
That-
saying
that's
in
the explanation.
But that didn't come in the original series. That came
No,
in the
but it-
movies, right?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, Christopher Lloyd has the things, and it's like, okay, that's Klingon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
weird.
Yeah, 3.
Well, Christopher Lloyd is Klingon. That's fucking weird, anyway.
Yeah, I do wish I could have been in the room when they were like
Casting that
Christopher
one.
Christopher Lloyd.
You know,
I
yeah.
like him.
He did a good.
I know that sci-fi thing with the Back to
with the
Future.
kid.
I like those. I like
Actually,
those,
wait, which
those,
one was first? We got to make sure we're getting our chronology here right.
I don't think that was first.
Star Trek 3 has to be after Back to the Future.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
At least Back to the Future 1.
70s.
You
I
don't-
think it was made.
Can you Google it? Jose's gonna Google it just to make sure we don't.
Return to Spock or whatever the fuck.
Search for Spock.
Search for Spock.
Return.
Whatever. The fourth one was with
But
whales.
Anyway, overall,
Back to the Future was 1985.
and
Okay, but
Star Trek 3 was.
yeah, that's the.
They were all
They-
old by
They
then.
were about the. I don't know. because
maybe
the first
not.
Star Trek the first Star Trek was 79.
Doesn't it
Oh,
kinda
so it could have been.
It
Could have
could've
been
like,
after.
It could have been at the same time or.
84.
Oh,
see, I was
shit.
right.
So when they were
I
casting
was
Back to
right.
the Future, they were like, you know what I just watched?
He was a good Klingon. Let's put him
Star
in this movie.
Trek 3.
Marty, we gotta get on the bird of prey, Marty.
He comes out of the DeLorean with bumps.
Marty!
Jesus, you're hideously deformed.
Marty, I've been to the future.
Oh, the future's a terrible place. There's a virus that makes your forehead all bumpy. Oh.
And acting is really over the top.
But anyway, I loved it.
Probably
It was like,
the thing that I loved the most was Simon Pegg as Scotty.
Yes.
Oh God
It
damn
was
it!
not. It was
God damn it! Can we really?
I said
You're
yes.
not going to agree with that.
It's not the thing I love the most, but I was saying, yeah, I like that a lot.
On a side note, I finally found a fucking torrent for The World's End. That I'm gonna
You
watch.
are an asshole.
yeah.
What?
Go
I
out
can't-
to the movie theater
I
and
was
watch
no, I
it,
was
pay
going
money
to
and watch
Regal earlier today. I was going out to Regal, seeing the movies by myself like a cool person because I had a gift card.
It's okay.
But I typed in the
okay.
wrong address to my GPS, so they took me to Westbury instead of like the place where
Around the block.
Yeah.
it. You're a walking, like, Garfield cartoon.
The World's End was amazing.
Yes,
It was.
it is.
Oh, okay.
We're
So
not- we're
my
not
heart
talking
was
about
pumping because
Let's not-
I was waiting for him to be like, "Well, I fucking hated it, Dave.
It was
Oh.
terrible.
It was
I lied.
disgusting."
Oh,
Once
no.
You guys agree on something.
I walked out of there.
You know what? Just
like,
because, fuck that movie.
all right, good. More World's End for me.
I saw it twice, and it's always better. Those
haven't-
movies are always better the second time around seeing them.
I've seen it twice times 0, and so I'm just like looking forward
okay.
to seeing it.
It's fine. We're just gonna spoil the fuck out of it.
Should we talk about it or no?
No.
Nah, well,
Talk about something else. Like.
All right, let's boo boo
You
out of this
know what
topic.
happened.
Now I don't know what happens.
he didn't see the
Alex,
movie.
I swear to Christ, I will.
What do
You
you
will,
think-
we're gonna have a recording.
Alex, you
of your
son of a
reaction
bitch.
on
What
this
is,
thing.
what's your description of the movie?
Alex
What-
will put up a weird
what's your
problem that dates back to
description
high school.
Simon Pegg and the Edgar Wright crew go out.
Edgar Wright's not in the movie. Well,
Well, the Edgar Wright
He could have
assembled
been.
crew.
He
like,
usually is.
fucking
He's probably in the background.
Nick
Yeah.
Frost and Frodo,
Right.
Bilbo,
Frodo.
fucking.
Martin
They-
Freeman.
Who was in Hot Fuzz, which was weird
Yeah.
because I went back and I saw it. It's like, wow, he looks totally different.
yeah.
Alright, yeah, they go out, they go to bars, and then it gets all dusk till dawn, and it turns into like
Yeah,
a
so you
robot.
know what happens. So
Alright, so
we
don't
can talk
spoil
about
the
it.
good lines.
No, we're not
That's-
talking about it.
There's a lot of things.
Yeah, the whole movie is like completely not what you think it is, and that's why it's awesome. So we're not
Right.
ruining
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Well,
I
you know
still
what
want
the
to see.
alley
I
is.
still haven't seen Pacific Rim. I want to see.
Oh, that was
Blasphemy!
That's a fun movie.
Good.
None of the trailers.
I know it was.
No, just don't. No, it's not.
Oh, it's not
No,
in
it's
the
not.
trailers?
No, they never say that. It
Really?
Yeah, it's
So
good
how
that
do
he.
you know about it?
Wait, what?
He doesn't. They show the big like light up blue people with ink.
Alex just
but-
looks like he's literally on the verge from just like talking about
I know.
everything.
No,
He's,
and-
like,
and
so
and he literally-
close.
No, if you weren't so like not paying attention to anything else, you would have heard that he spoiled something for you.
Well, that's
Oh, they-
good. I don't want to
Yeah,
hear.
that's
I
not
just-
in it.
I-
Don't you dare say it.
Okay, fine, but
It's not in the trailers.
All right, fine.
Jesus Christ,
But you just said it. So
They get into a giant Gundam suit and they fight people.
Dave.
God damn it!
Wait, we talking
I
about
wanted to
Wait, we're
see
talking
that.
about
I
we're
don't
talking
know.
about World War Z,
Are we talking about
right?
Pacific
World War
You know
Z.
what?
That's
Yep.
I
World
thought we
War
were talking
Z.
about Man of Steel. I give.
World War Z is a movie that pisses me off because like like even
You
before
really
it
like
came
the
out.
book, or-
Yeah, I really like the book. The book was, the whole point of the book was that it was a documentary about the war with zombies that took place several years before, the documentary taking place in the book. They went all Hollywood with this shit, and they
Really? When you saw the casting of Brad Pitt, you
Alright.
didn't think they were going to go Hollywood?
You think before they even released the trailer, which I'll get the trailer in a second, they mentioned production difficulties. Let me say, it is clear.
you could tell.
With the trailer,
Yeah.
they didn't even say what the hell the bad guy was. All of a sudden, shit just started going nuts in the city. Like a cop got hit by a van, and like, what's
Yeah.
happening? You see a giant dog pile of people, but they never actually say it's zombies, or they don't even go like all Walking Dead and say it's something similar, walkers or whatever. They just say, "Oh shit, something's going down in World War Z." I'm like, okay, what's it about?
Well,
And
I mean, all right.
Did you? Did
It's
you see
World
it?
War
Did you?
and
see
then
it?
they
Z.
changed the
No,
whole.
but I'm going on the trailer. We're talking about the trailer.
Okay,
it's
did
World
you see
War
it?
Z.
Wait, hold on. Did you see it?
I didn't see.
He
it.
doesn't
Oh,
see it.
okay. Then I'm the only one who saw it.
But it's
here.
World War Z. We can go on the assumption that everyone's smart enough to realize when there's like wild people running around and there's a Z in the title, and it's 2013, where every movie is about.
I don't know.
zombies.
Maybe there's a sale at Target. I mean,
I am going to break your.
Kyle, I'm gonna disagree with you because I saw it and I really had no idea.
You
what
did
the
not
fuck
know there
it
were
was about.
zombies involved.
I had no idea.
I'm so used to zombies just running now.
I am
And, like,
most movies are about zombies.
Yeah, well, because our culture right now, for the past 2-3 years, has been populated.
I was very confused in Man of Steel when there were no zombies.
I was scratching my head. Why isn't Russell Crowe a fucking zombie?
Yeah, I mean, he was dead.
I was
he
scratching
there.
my head.
He
while
was-
Russell
yeah, he
Crowe
was. He
I thought he was a zombie.
I'm still reeling from
I'm
Les Mis.
I was confused how people would want to live in Metropolis after that whole city destroying catastrophe.
Okay, we're not.
I'm not
into
getting
this.
on that because I don't want to argue
Just
with
to
Kyle.
counteract that argument, that would be like people saying not wanting to live in Hiroshima anymore.
People.
Well, no,
Oh,
'cause
no, no one
Superman's
wants-
not gone.
Superman's still here,
The atomic
and it's
bomb,
very
we just
clear
don't
at
use
the
them.
end of the
I
movie.
know, but it's like we're not targeting Hiroshima again. Superman still lives in Metropolis, and there's a good chance.
He might destroy more
Yeah,
shit.
I love that movie, and I'll stand by it, but I don't like that comparison. Superman is still like creepily hovering over.
He's like, I
everyone's
can't
just
wait
like,
to rebuild. I can't wait for you guys to rebuild. And then he comes down.
Just wait till Brainiac arrives.
Just wait until Batman arrives.
That's
What?
true.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
Batfleck.
Batfleck.
Oh yeah.
So are you excited?
I am super excited.
No, really.
I love this.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm so goddamn
All right.
happy.
Again, thank
Alright,
God.
hold on.
I'm-
It didn't bother me at first. It did at first, but not.
It didn't
Then I
bother
yelled
me.
at you for 20 minutes, and then it didn't bother you anymore.
It didn't bother me. I was very curious why you would take it though, because you know
Oh,
what?
right.
Yeah,
that
why
is
would
the
he
only-
not direct Justice League, but he would play Batman?
He might now.
Well, you know what? Because
Oh.
what they might do, it's like we'll lead into that, and then he could do it.
Well, yeah. I mean,
So
But
does
I'm-
this
but I'm-
mean that the Green Lantern film is still canon? I mean, a lot of people in the studios.
No,
they'll
I
come
don't
out and
think
say
so.
it. They'll come out. Maybe they'll be like maybe they'll recast Ryan Reynolds and just not
hope.
talk about the movie because I liked him.
I don't.
You liked him.
I think there's a
Yeah, I
strong
thought he was fun.
possibility
that they'll just scrap.
I think there's a better
him
than good possibility.
and the whole movie
Yes.
and just forget about it. But I'm.
I mean, they've done it before. They'll do it
I mean,
again.
what happened there? What caused
No,
it
no,
to just like... They had Jeff Johns as a creative consultant. How did it go so wrong?
They didn't. They didn't know. They didn't know how to make a Green Lantern movie. That was it. Like
They didn't understand the property.
I still don't think they would. I don't think they know how to do it now. It's because you have
I'm pretty
to have
sure-
massive CGI.
I'm pretty sure they don't know how to do that. I'm pretty sure they're not ready for a Flash or Wonder
Maybe.
Woman.
Maybe
Maybe
Wonder
Flash.
Woman definitely.
Yeah,
They
well,
have
they're
to
ready
do
for Wonder
one.
Woman for the
You-
past,
no,
like,
They
10
have to
years.
do one.
I think the Flash is tougher than Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman, it's tougher to get people to go see it, but it's easy to do a Wonder Woman movie. You just have to fight Greek gods and shit.
How is it tough for people to see it? It's a woman.
How are they
And
gonna
it's,
do
it's rough because
speed?
guys.
You
don't
just
really-
said it right
No,
there.
yeah, it's
Unfortunately.
guys won't want to see it as much because it's Wonder Woman, and girls won't want to see it as much because it's a comic book movie. It's a hard sell.
Well, girls, yes.
And you have to get away from the bondage thing, which is not that hard
That has
anymore.
not been involved in a really
No.
long
A
time.
lot of people know
No,
that,
give her
though,
a nice,
as a part of
give
it.
her a nice cleavage. Everyone will want to see it.
You sound
Come
like the
on.
guy who wrote that awful Wonder Woman pilot.
Doesn't matter.
You
Doesn't-
do
doesn't
actually.
badly
Did
written.
you see that?
Yeah, I saw this one.
Give me a
Did you-
well-written movie.
David, did you see that Wonder Woman pilot?
No, I did not.
It's worth watching. Just
Just to-
because the fight scenes are pretty good. Everything else is like, what
That's,
did you do?
she has pants, right?
Yeah.
It's weird that Wonder Woman is like the CEO of like her own like trademark.
And like
yeah,
everyone,
pilot.
like, they know she's Wonder Woman, but like, and she's like marketing Wonder Woman toys, and like, there's a scene where like she's like, "Look at how big you made my tits," and like she like breaks the toy or something.
I definitely want to see
And,
this.
no, it was just like it's not about I don't want little girls thinking they have to It was just like, what is going on?
I want to know what's going on.
This character is supposed to be like a mythological. She was made from clay on a magical island. Like,
Yeah,
The island of Lesbos. No.
yes,
Island
no,
of
you're
Misfit
correct.
Toys.
I love
But
Grant Morrison. was
yeah.
on.
When they talked about how the origin of Wonder Woman was weird because how are people supposed to connect to her if she was made by clay? She
Yeah.
said that he had something behind with that.
Yeah, he's doing a Earth One.
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
doing
yeah.
Wonder Woman Earth One basically, which is gonna get fucked up if it's Grant Morrison.
Oh yeah.
But- But sidetracked here about Benifer.
Benifer.
I like
Jennifer-
Jennifer Gardner plays Catwoman.
Jennifer
also,
Gardner
so
is
now-
Alfred.
It wasn't enough for them to be Daredevil and Electro. Now they have to be Batman and Catwoman.
Oh God.
Dude, why?
You know, no,
how
you don't need
sad
to.
are you that you're still talking about Daredevil?
Oh,
that was
he-
so goddamn
I'm
long
not the.
ago.
Oh yeah, it was like
It was so long ago.
it was 10
One
years.
is a
Not
yeah.
forever.
10
Yeah,
years.
10 years.
10 years is a long time.
to evolve as a person, an actor, a director who knows how to direct actors.
But
How
see,
long
that's
ago-
the thing.
how-
Well,
Jersey Girl was made in what?
he's with-
2006.
2004.
he's with a person who's not a good communicator, and so hopefully that would be a great counterbalance. It's like
Wait, who's not a good communicator?
It's Scott Snyder.
Oh,
Scott Snyder. Zack Snyder.
Zack
Zack
Snyder.
Snyder.
Scott Snyder. Yeah.
I was like, that's
yeah.
weird that he's directing.
Yeah,
that.
that-
Zack
good for
Snyder's a
him.
good director.
Kinda cool.
But I think David S. Goyer is like significantly decreased in terms of like writing ability.
Value.
because he never
Value
no,
is
because the
decreased.
thing is, David S. Goyer didn't write as much as everyone would like to believe.
Did you hear the story about his involvement
Sidetracked
with like
again.
Blade Trinity? How like fucking Wesley Snipes tried to choke him one day because like Wesley Snipes, according to Patton Oswalt, like
Why
Wesley.
does Patton Oswalt know this?
He was
He was on there. He was in
Blade
the
Trinity.
movie.
Oh, he was.
He's
Yeah.
He's some random guy that gets killed.
Yeah.
Patton Oswalt said in an interview that like during filming, Wesley Snipes would just like lock himself in his trailer all day and smoke weed. So like they would have like a
Coke.
they would have
Patton was outside. Can I come in?
they would have like a Wesley Snipes cutout that they would use as like a prop in scenes. And like, they're like, okay, Wesley's not.
That I
coming
did
out-
hear. Yeah.
Yeah, with Ryan Reynolds. That
Yeah.
was the story.
Wesley Snipes isn't coming out of his trailer. All right, give Ryan Reynolds another line, and they would just keep doing
That's
it.
why the whole movie is him. Yeah.
Yeah, so like eventually, Wesley Snipes is like, we don't need you, David S. Goyer. Or actually, I think David S. Goyer said
I
that's
love how
Wesley
he refers
Snipes.
to him as David S. Goyer in
That's-
person.
Yeah, David S. Goyer like said that's Wesley Snipes, and Wesley Snipes freaked out and started choking him or something. I don't know, but you know, I mean, like he can write. I mean, he wrote Batman Begins and other stuff, but like,
Well, I've heard that was a lot of Chris Nolan and Chris Nolan's brother.
yeah. Well,
Probably his brother.
Yeah. Well, it was. Well, I'm saying it was like them collaborating.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, because that was a whole issue for The Dark Knight.
Well,
Because
it's the
he
same
was
thing.
credited for the story
Yeah.
at that point. But no, God damn it, back to Ben Affleck being Batman. I'm curious
I'm
because
thrilled.
it's you have to be curious about it. It's like you
What
don't
is his
need to
mentality?
be Batman.
Well, it's
Because
he
you know
wants
what?
To. It's not about money. It's not about fame, he loves Batman. It's like
I heard
why
it because
not?
I heard the Kevin Smith story
Yeah, he loves
where he had the
bookcase,
thing,
yeah.
but it doesn't lead to anywhere.
Yeah, he's like, you build a Batcave? No, I
No,
built a
I just-
Batcave entrance.
to a panic room, which
Yeah.
is another story.
But
but
what were you saying?
yeah, I just before we get sidetracked again. But like, he has 3 awesome projects that he was on, that he might still on.
Mhm.
Who knows? It's another like it was like film noir.
Ben Affleck's directing it? What is it?
He was supposed to direct it, yeah. And then another thing, he was supposed to direct a Stephen King novel.
Oh, I knew about that. Yeah,
Yeah.
but who knows? He
Not
still
Dark
might.
Tower, that was wrong.
No,
that's
something
different,
else.
He still might. Who knows?
He
It's-
might, but that would
who
take a
knows?
longer time.
But who knows how big of a role Batman has in this movie? We still don't know
he's in
anything
the
about
title.
him.
He's
No,
in the
he's
title.
Not. No, he's not. There's not been remotely a legitimate
You
title.
got so
That is
angry.
that because everyone keeps saying that. That's not the title. That's
Alright,
so
it's the
then
world's.
what's-
that's
I'd
the
be
thing. There's
fine
no-
with World's
There's
Finest.
no title yet.
I'd like World's Finest.
They're not gonna call it World's
They're
Title.
not.
They're gonna call it Batman and Superman because guess what?
Wait,
You
yeah.
just said with Star Trek, we have
Yes.
to market to him.
Yes, exactly. No,
to Mr. Dumbass.
They pointed
over
out.
there.
The average consumer.
The average consumer.
Batman
Oh,
is-
I like
No,
Superman.
no,
I
no.
like Batman.
But the running title is not Batman and Superman. It's Batman versus Superman, which is a different.
Oh, that's the title.
That's the one everyone seems to think it is, which is not it. That's just not it.
I thought it was
It's not
in the
it.
Comic-Con thing. It's just like Batman, Superman.
Well, no, there was
That's
no,
it.
Well, there was no title. It was just the Batman symbol. Oh, I mean, the Batman symbol behind the Superman symbol.
Well, that's not a title.
If
that's
anything, it's a picture.
2 symbols.
Oh god. They followed Prince's idea and just like released a symbol and called it their title and everything.
Next, Bat Dance.
I hope they bring that back.
My feelings towards Ben Affleck as Batman is pretty much the same feelings I have towards every time I learn something new about Guardians of the Galaxy. In that it sounds
Bradley
like something
Cooper
that
is.
has potential, but I feel like
Raccoon.
it's
That
like,
just sounds like we gotta put a name on here because no one else knows who all these other people are.
Well, no, everyone in that movie is famous.
I feel like
Some in
except the
some
characters.
niche degree, like Chris Pratt, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
We know him from Parks and Rec,
Yeah.
but
But
Zoe Saldana,
Zoe Saldana's famous.
kind of
Michael Rooker.
in niche
John
things.
C. Riley.
John C. Riley.
Okay, John C. Riley
Glenn
is
Close.
Karen Gillan is niche. I'll
Glenn
give you that. Is it who is it? It's not Helen Mirren. It's the other one.
Glenn Close.
Glenn Close.
Glenn
He's
Close
super
is pretty
famous.
big.
Most likely
But
Vin Diesel as Groot.
Vin
Gru,
Diesel's
yeah.
Groot.
Who
Then
says
he showed
3
up for
lines,
I
which
am
is the
Groot.
which is the it's like a wait.
If he just does his Iron Giant voice, he'll be fine. And
Yeah.
But that was a story that came out.
Yeah.
He's like, it was just to appease fans because I'm gonna be in something down the line.
Yeah, I know.
Who's gonna
Yeah,
be
it got,
Groot
like,
2.0?
It got blown up when Vin Diesel was like in talks with Marvel. Like everybody thought he was gonna be
like every
badass.
message was a cryptic thing.
I
It's
don't-
like,
well, no.
he's next to this
Well,
post.
no,
what
because
does
he
this
tweeted.
mean?
No, because he tweeted going to Marvel for a big meeting.
And he
then that was
changed his
it.
profile picture on Facebook to that of the fucking Vision too.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
It's like, what the fuck, dude? Fuck
If they
you.
cast Vin Diesel, like I'm the one that's fully in support of Batfleck. If they cast Vin Diesel as the Vision, I was just like, I'm done. I can't do this anymore.
No, thank you.
Really
I'm not
cool.
seeing Avengers 2.
I feel like just like Guardians of the Galaxy and Ben Affleck, but the feeling it's like I'm looking straight ahead in an oncoming train that's heading straight for me, and I'm with a bunch of other people, but they can't see it, and I'm the only one who realizes just like the giant impact this train's gonna have.
What, for the Guardians?
For Guardian, I don't know. I feel like Guardian's gonna be their first real misstep or something.
Really? Oh, you know what? I give you that because it kind of seems like it is.
Does anyone trust James Gunn? James Gunn did the Scooby Doo movies. You know, the live action
Oh, those
ones.
were awesome. Those were awesome.
He also wrote. He also
Slither,
wrote
yeah.
Slither
Which
and
is why I think-
Super. Did you see? Super?
I heard Super was meh. I heard Slither was also meh.
Slither was okay, but Super, I really like Super. You gotta give Super. You gotta give Slither. Whatever.
Michael Rooker was in that, which is why I think he got the job in Guardians of the Galaxy. Either that
Well,
or-
he was in Super too.
It wasn't Super?
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
wow.
with him a lot.
That's cool.
But
I've
the
never
same-
seen Super, but isn't that when what's his name? Rainn Wilson gets raped.
Yeah,
By
but-
Ellen
By
Page,
Ellen
yeah.
Page, yeah.
That was fun.
Good
That was a
night.
fun scene.
Good job.
Can't wait to see Ellen Page's Kitty Pryde again. She was like, she wants this Kitty Pryde solo
Wait,
movie.
you can't wait to see her as Kitty Pryde?
Again, I said again.
So boring. Like she's like.
Well, now
Wow.
she could be
But
very
Kitty Pryde's
exciting.
not even an interesting character.
Colossus was boring. Kitty Pryde actually set up the weird Iceman rogue triangle that lasted
Which
for about
was-
15
That
minutes.
creepy one that Ellen Page looked like she was 6 in that movie.
She
No,
always
not
looks
that.
like she's 6.
No, not Hard
God
Candy,
damn
the
it.
one with Iceman and Rogue and X-Men Last Stand. They set up the weird love triangle.
Yeah,
that
she
love.
looks weird.
I
Little.
guess. She always looks
I mean,
young.
she's always looked little.
I know, but now she's at least like hey, that 20-something-year-old
Ellen
girl
Page is
really
like 27, but she still looks like she's 20 or younger. I mean,
Or
what can you
12.
do? Yeah.
Well, but she's
I'm really looking forward to Days of Future Past. I'm getting back into X-Men all over again. I'm like reading like
Wolverine?
I'm rereading like Grant Morrison's run on X-Men and like I'm getting what?
That was just odd. His run on X-Men.
What? Oh,
Grant Morrison's X-Men was.
Yeah, well,
Grant Morrison's run on anything's weird.
Well, yeah, but he did
Which I read
what was the
Animal
one
Man.
normal thing he did? JLA was pretty normal.
Yeah, well, not really. I mean, like there was a scene where like Green Lantern and Flash go to that world with giant superhumans, and Superman wrestled an angel, and
Yeah, that's pretty
fucking.
Oh yeah, no.
They went inside a maze inside the Joker's mind.
No,
and,
that's
like,
that's pretty normal for Grant Morrison.
The
Not
Injustice
for the
Gang-
average person.
The Injustice Gang used virtual reality goggles to control like clones of the Justice League. It was weird.
I liked it.
I think Animal Man would be normal for Grant Morrison.
Not really. It
That's
started
a joke.
normal, then it got really weird.
I hate.
Oh, very.
I hate
Fair.
the new Animal Man.
Oh yeah, the new Animal Man. I hate that. That's pretty. They killed his son or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Pretty lame. But what can you do?
And they're like,
I only
he's,
read
he's
the
a,
first 8.
He's
and
a
I
member of the.
I like that.
He's a scion of the Red because everything has to be
Yeah.
some kind of color now.
There's red and green. I think.
Wasn't there always
white.
red and green?
No, there was-
from the start from
there was
Swamp
green.
Thing. They just took it.
There's always green.
Really?
He was
Wait,
a
and
being of the
Animal
green.
Man's always green?
No,
No,
Animal Man was the red.
But
Swamp Thing was the green.
Yeah.
Oh, well, no, they established red and
It-
Swamp
but
Thing for very
Maybe,
little.
but it was very. It was not. Now it's all about the red.
yeah.
With Animal Man.
Oh,
Yeah.
very
Like
much.
an Animal
so.
Man used to just be a dude that was like, if an animal's nearby me, I can do what it does.
Then like they established that he's part of like his things called the morphogenic field.
Yeah.
That he can call upon any animal ability whenever he wants because like he's connected.
He was
That
basically
feels big
Peter
to everything.
Petrelli.
Sorta, yeah. Or yeah, shit got weird.
For which character?
Yeah, I don't want to get into that. Like, that's terrible. Heroes was an example of a show that the writers did not know what to do next, and suffered every like cliche of TV drama can suffer. For Heroes.
Oh.
I mean, like, oh god, like plot points that don't go anywhere. Check
Caitlin!
characters that show.
Caitlin!
I remember when the writer's strike happened in 2007. I remember being paranoid that Heroes
Yeah.
would be so affected by, and it was. And the thing about it is that I think out of all of the shows that were affected by the writer's strike, Heroes was the show that was affected the
It
absolute
was
most.
killed.
Yeah.
It was dealt a crippling blow by the writer's strike.
Stupid writer's strike. I mean, fucking.
Writers demanding equal rights and pay and things.
Being-
I don't really
having
know what it was
money.
about.
They're a minority now.
I imagine it was for some worthy cause because, writers are never wrong.
Didn't they lose more than what they were trying to get or something?
I don't know.
Probably. You
They
know how many-
probably.
Writers
whatever.
can't.
Compromise.
Writers can't strike. You know the amount of people that they can hire as writers in this world.
Police can't
They
strike.
They can pay
That's-
me
that's
$5
RoboCop.
an hour, and I'll write every movie.
So was the writer's strike a success or a failure?
There was a failure.
A failure, okay.
There are always failures.
Have you seen the movies lately? Seen Transformers.
Transformers 4.
With Mark
Oh god,
Wahlberg.
that's happening.
What's the name of it?
Age of.
Age of Ultron.
Actually, I think
Oh, that'd be a good movie.
I think it's called Age of something, right?
Age of Steel.
I feel like it actually sounds badass.
Age of the Orgasm.
I don't know.
At first, it was like Transformers
Transformers.
with the 4 in the middle.
Age of Extinction.
That's
Extinction.
see, that's why I'm mixing up. Oh, it's Age of Ultron. It too.
Ultron.
I'm not gonna lie,
Ultron
that
too.
doesn't sound like a bad title.
Well,
But it's gonna be a bad
Yeah,
movie.
well, you know what?
So there you go.
I mean,
You know I'm gonna be the schmuck that defends it.
it's better than Dark of the Moon. Dark of the Moon was probably the
Dark
worst.
Rise.
I heard Revenge of the Fallen was
Revenge
like the
of the
worst.
Dark Side.
I heard it
of
was
No,
like
it's just the
Moon.
Dark of the Moon.
Yeah, that was a really bad title.
It was the worst title
worst
of all time.
title.
Oh, and the worst movie too.
No, it was better than the second one.
I don't know about that.
I wouldn't say any of
They
them
should
are
just
good.
The second one at least had the Optimus death resurrection, where you're like, hey, that one thing
means
that I like
a
in the-
little something.
Yeah.
My heart kind of grew, kind of, but then it died again.
It was like if the Grinch was lifting up the sled and his heart grew 3 sizes, and then like the little girl took a shit on him.
That's what kind of
Fuck it!
happened.
And then just threw the sled at her.
You should just stop with the first Transformers movie, which was
The first one was
The
great.
first
It was
one was
fine.
fun.
If Michael Bay stopped there, he would have a solid film under his belt, and he could like move on to like other stuff and try to.
But
forward
now
his
he's
career.
just holding on
But
to
then he
this.
kept-
Michael Bay.
But then he kept
Well-
trying to fuck Megan Fox, and then she left, and now they're making fucking.
Well,
They're-
TV.
yeah,
Apparently
which is
she
weird.
apparently she didn't protest too much. She's in.
Yeah, she's fucking April O'Neil. I mean, God, whatever. I don't
So we all excited to see that Midnight
I'm
Movie
not.
Madness.
I'm gonna see it.
Yeah, same.
You know what? First I'll probably see it, but I'm not seeing 4. I am not seeing
I will.
Transformers.
You know what's so
Sorry,
odd?
I'm
What's so
done. I'm
odd?
not
I
being
just pulled
tricked
the
again.
Cast list, and I know we heard this on a different podcast, but I was trying to pull up who they were specifically. The top 4 people: Mark Wahlberg. Everyone knows that. It's weird that he's in it, but he's in it.
Yeah.
Nicola Peltz. I don't know who she is.
Well,
I'm
he's
sure she's-
probably in there because of Pain
Oh,
and
him.
Gain. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about the Russian girl? That's the third one.
Well,
British.
friggin' Shia's not even
Australian.
Yeah.
Russian,
But
British.
the next two
It's all-
people in a Transformers movie
Okay.
are Stanley Tucci and Kelsey Grammer.
Kelsey
Grammer.
You know,
You know
those,
what? Kelsey
wait,
Grammer was in.
Frasier in this
Frasier.
movie.
Yeah.
Frasier's in this
You
movie.
know.
Frasier was Beast, right?
He was.
Yeah.
But,
So.
but Hank McCoy has the.
Yeah,
is
he
a gentleman.
has-
He's a gentleman beast.
Now they got the guy from Skins to be Beast or whatever.
He's probably either what does it say? Does it say like the?
No, it
the
doesn't say
character?
who they are yet.
He's either an evil boss, like
Yeah.
like cartoon evil, like
Yeah.
Patrick
Whoa,
Dempsey.
oh.
Yeah, like that. No,
not
no,
really
I'm serious.
No,
I would not be shocked if all of a sudden he had like a seizure and laughed.
But see, he's not gonna be. But if he was a Transformer, I'd be like, that's a cool voice for a Transformer. That's
They're gonna
actually
auto-tune
pretty
He
him.
should be Galvatron or something.
Unicron.
Yeah.
Unit.
Unicron.
I
That's
love
correct. That's
Orson
what
Welles'
I'm thinking.
description of
Let's ask them.
saying Unicron
Yes.
and everything from
The
Back to the Dead.
inanimate object. Behind.
No, but here's like with the title of Age of Extinction, my first thought is Unicron, but the trailer of Dark of the Moon made me think that too.
Oh, I was going to say the trailer. We just got the title announced.
So, I want to see Unicron, but that's impossible to do in a blockbuster film.
Please.
You can do it. Like,
You know how hard it would be to do that?
No,
To
you can-
properly animate a planet-sized robot
They've
being beaten
done
by
that.
small ones?
I won't be beaten by small ones. That's different. They can make a planet-sized robot.
They could do it now.
I don't know.
Now they
could've
could
done
do
it.
it.
It's still-
90s. Look at Independence Day. How big those ships were.
That's I don't know. I feel
Yeah.
like Unicron's a stretch.
But no, it's more intricate.
Yeah.
Where his
But you could do that. That's not.
you could try. You could. Well, okay.
They did-
You could do it. It might not look good.
The only thing, I don't love the Transformers movies. I like one. The other two, there's very, very few parts I like.
I watched the fight scenes in
My
I like they transform good. They look good.
I brought 10-year-olds to see it on their birthday. Who do you want to go
Why?
see Transformers
Why
3?
did you have 10-year-olds?
Cousins.
Oh, you should really specify.
He
that.
went to the park and rounded them up and put them
Come on,
on.
kids!
I
I don't
brought
want to
10-year-olds.
I don't want to see Transformers 3 alone.
This isn't Alice's joystick
Yeah,
playground.
this is Alex
So I went over to Alex's joystick playground.
to pick up
I
some
was like,
stray
Damn
kids.
you, Dave, taking my kids from me.
Alex, my old friend.
You were having too much fun. I wanted it on the action.
Alex, my
So
old
I
friend.
took his-
Alex, by the way, was dressed as a gimp when this happened.
So I took his kids, and we went to see Dark of the Moon.
Yes.
Okay,
Dark side of Alex's movie.
and after the movie was finished, my youngest cousin turns to me and he's like, "I want to leave like halfway through the movie." It's like, why didn't you say anything?
I thought you were like, my youngest cousin turned to me and was just like, I hate you.
Because my other cousin next to me and me, I was just checking my phone. It's like, it's not over yet. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. It's not over yet.
It seemed long, that movie.
I got a
It was
headache.
2.5 hours.
When I saw it in 3D, I got a headache. This is the first time I've ever seen a 3D movie and got a headache.
And then it
Only
just
time.
ended. And then it just ended. It's like, and we must trust our allies. Michael Bay.
Well, I mean, that's the end of. To be fair, that's the end of every Transformers movie.
That's true. But never again. I'm not being.
It only in the first one it worked when they were
No,
just
no.
like, we're here, it's cool, everybody's happy.
That was awesome.
Go. And then Linkin Park kicks in, and it's a good Linkin Park song.
And it's fine, and it's like, I'm kind of excited, and then after the second one's like, I should have been done. Should have known,
It's
never
like,
wanted to
alright,
see the
alright,
third one.
alright, man. That was cool at the end with the jetpack thing.
I don't even remember
When
it.
Optimus, when that like old plane guy killed himself, so Optimus could have cool accessories.
I have erased that movie
It
from
was
my
very.
memory.
It was a fucked up thing.
Yeah, that was a weird.
He
way
like ripped out his heart. He was like, Optimus, you need cool accessories, and he kills himself.
Optimus always gets his ass beat, especially in the third one. He's just
Well, no, in the second one he gets killed.
yeah. There you go, ass beat.
I know, you're like especially in the third one.
No,
where he got killed
especially-
in the second one.
No, especially in the third one, because every time they had to rescue his ass, he was in wires. He's like, I can't get out.
Yeah, that was like the one that pissed me off.
Do you know how boring it would be if every movie was just like? Actually, you know what? I'm lying because that is every movie. I was
Yeah.
gonna say if every movie it was Shia LaBeouf running and then yelled Optimus and then Optimus came in, but that
Hey,
is every movie.
My friend told me that. It's like,
Optimus!
so Kyle, are you a pessimist or an optimist?
Oh god. I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, my favorite part in Transformers 3 will be to date when Optimus just rips out Megatron's head in Mortal Kombat.
I didn't
Which
like that.
was
I didn't like
really?
that.
I thought that was
I
fucking
loved it.
stupid.
I fucking
I
loved
thought
it.
no because that was
It was
not even.
it's unwarranted. All of a
Yeah.
sudden, it just thanks for helping me.
Yeah.
Bam!
Megatron was zero threat to him. He was like a weak
He
gimp.
was literally in the background, just with
He
his
was a
like
gimp.
with his dude, and he's like, whatever. Whoever wins,
Yeah.
I'm okay.
He was doing nothing. He could barely move.
It still made me happy.
But
He'll come
that
back
shouldn't-
again.
Yeah, he'll come back as Galvatron.
But that's so
guaranteed.
fucked up. That's like the Joker gets crippled and is just like going to watch a Batman fight. Batman turns around
and
breaks
just
his neck.
yeah,
Like-
stabs him to death. Like, okay.
It was like, dude, he was not even helping. He was not doing anything.
Just awkward. And
But he
weird.
used to do things.
And the Leonard Nimoy thing was just awful.
Leonard Nimoy.
That was the dude.
Oh, he was the TikTok guy.
Yeah.
Right, he
Kesha
like
song?
clocking him.
What?
Was he like Clockwork or something?
I had to rewatch that movie. It's been a long time.
Oh no, who was the old dude
Prime?
that was his friend?
Is it like the Prime 1 or something?
Dude.
I never bought the movie for the record.
Holy shit!
There's a reason.
No, I never bought it.
No,
who's
there's
the
a
dude
reason.
in the Transformers show? Who is the Clockwork guy in like Transformers Armada slash?
I don't
other
know.
one?
I
Not
think
you,
that's
him.
Like,
him.
in Armada.
Yeah, I think his name was the same name.
Wait,
The dude who could time travel.
that was Vector Prime.
Yeah, wasn't
but
that
that
the
was
dude?
Transformers Cybertron.
Wasn't that
No,
the dude
but
in the
is
movie?
that the name?
No, that was Sentinel Prime.
Oh,
The
okay.
leader of the Autobots before Optimus.
It was Prime something.
yeah.
But like he had to incorporate the stupid line in Star Trek. It's like, what was it? Not the
The
stupid line.
needs of the many.
Yeah, the needs of the many, which is not a stupid line in Star Trek, but it's a stupid line here.
Oh, that's what I was about to say,
Because it
like-
made no goddamn sense in this movie.
You know what? You guys are gonna. You know what? Just go on. Never mind. Never mind.
No,
I was gonna
ended
bring
my
back
thing.
Star Trek Into Darkness, but just go.
I'm done with Star Trek.
I never understood the Transformers like continuity. There was on this website Scans Daily that had Scans most recent Transformers comic where apparently Starscream's like taking control of like Cybertron or whatever, and all of a sudden just like Rat Trap, like fucking Rat Trap from the Beast Wars cartoon shows up and like starts like not even like on the show he gets like a new coat of armor and he becomes like extra metal. This is like original like armor Rat Trap too, and he's like
And aren't they also regular sized?
yeah,
They're little.
exactly. And like Rat Trap's, he even says, "Yeah, I spent like 1 billion years on like this planet Earth or whatever." Because like, yeah, I'm like, wow, because Beast Wars was set in like prehistoric times or whatever. So like, it's weird watching like.
And Optimus's great grandfather was.
Yeah.
in the show.
Exactly. Yeah.
But did you hear about the Dinobots or whatever the
Yeah,
fuck?
I mean, people have been wanting.
Wait, they're gonna be in the movie?
That has been confirmed. I had no idea what.
There's only one Dinobot to me. That's Dinobot.
Yeah.
That's literally just Dinobots.
It's very.
That's
Dinobot.
in Beast Wars. One of them is called Dinobot,
God.
and he's like this. He's Vegeta basically.
That was just
It really
lazy.
was Vegeta.
That could be another weird way to have the work around that title, Age of Extinction, have Transformers that way. There's just the dawn of the
Beast Wars, the
dinosaurs.
movie.
So wait, I don't get that then. All right.
I don't
So
know.
okay, from We're gonna
Here's
start with the
origin
first
of-
movie.
Let me start with the origin of the Dinobots.
No. Start
Were
with
they
the
like
origin of the
retarded or
movie.
something? Weren't they retarded?
Yes. Let me start with the origin.
Wow, offensive.
The Dinobots.
I
were-
know retards. That hurts me.
The Dinobots were hand built by the Autobots because they saw that the power of the dinosaurs on Earth was immense, and they thought, oh, this would be a good.
Immense compared to robots.
Yes.
Who's retarded?
like 30-story robots.
Yes.
They thought
A
dinosaurs.
planet that could transform into a giant robot.
So they,
And the dinosaurs are more powerful. Fuck you, I don't want to hear this story.
so they hand built.
What did I tell you?
Fuck you, Dave. I'm saying it anyway. They hand built the Dinobots in order to fight the Decepticons, but for some reason they decided to make them to scale, including the brain, which is why they're retarded.
Well, you know what? They should have been smarter. than that.
They actually did make them smarter in the cartoons. And
No, I meant the Autobots.
Oh.
Like, they're super advanced robots.
I
Like,
just see the Tyrannosaurus comes out. Looks
Grimlock.
all fucking cool.
And
all
they
of a-
just stop
and then it's all of a sudden it's like
Some guys just stand there.
Inside of his mouth.
yeah, it's the Down syndrome tiger in the zoo. It's just I like skateboarding.
The Decepticons just stand there and it can't see them.
Yeah. Where'd you go?
I mean, the way he actually talks is, "Be Grimlock King." That's how he talks.
You know what? That's
Great,
not
I can't
true
wait
then,
for this.
because they can talk, and dinosaurs don't have big enough brains to talk.
They're computer brains at the size of peanuts, so that's gotta be enough to talk.
We have computers the size of like atoms that can process massive amounts of information.
I just can't wait for this Michael Bay comedy fest. I just can't wait.
I think we really
Because you're writing the perfect script for him. We have retarded We have so many retard jokes that we're saving up. We did all the Latino jokes. We did all the black jokes. We got all the white jokes. What do we have left? Retard jokes and chink jokes. There we go.
Oh.
Chinese and retard
They
jokes.
had to have done Chinese.
No, yeah, they did. Because Ken Jeong was in the third one. So, there you go.
He was on the third one?
You saw it.
I don't. Maybe.
He fell out a window.
I
You know what?
Isn't he
I'll
always
find
like
a movie
falling
this
out of
way
things
next
or
week.
whatever?
I need to see it again.
This is typecasted. It's always falling out of shit.
He's always just like falling out of things and doing Asian jokes. I mean, Ken Jeong, I'm sure he's a cool guy and he has to be funny. He's kind of like a one-trick pony.
You know what? You
He's
become a
just
doctor and then
overexposed.
become a successful actor.
He's
You'll
just
never
over-
be a third of the man that
I
Ken Jeong is.
No.
Yeah, well, you should look at that guy's dick. It's big. So of course he's more than a third.
Yeah.
He
My
should
dick's
have more.
bigger than Ken Jeong's.
Anyway,
His Chinese junk.
but yeah, I had
His
something
shit.
branching off of Michael Bay, but whatever.
Turtles?
Yeah, there we go.
Turtles. Ooh.
No, I have nothing. There's been no information. I mean,
Well, he's
I've
not
seen
directing it.
pictures.
He's
I thought you-
producing it.
Oh,
As we all know, when a bad director produces, a
Well, you know
movie,
what?
we get Devil.
But we have this. It's still going. He's still working with Transformers 4. So he's preoccupied right now.
You can't get involved.
He can't get involved. He's like, here's money. I'm gonna
Didn't
go
he
over here.
say too that like after Transformers 3 he was done and then like he came back? For the
He
fourth
was
one
done
well?
after the second one, and he said, "No, I'm going to come back, and I'm going to make it darker. I'm going to put dark in the title."
It's so dark.
So dark you won't be able to see the title.
And vaguely mention Pink Floyd.
Almost, but then they would sue. So we'd
I'll
make
get
it
the
slightly
Pink Floyd
different.
demographic. I'll get like the Transformers demographic.
I'll get Alex.
Okay, Alex will come for this title.
Alex gets his popcorn and his cherry coke.
Somewhere in
He said-
every major studio, there's the picture of Alex. Just like, how do we get him? What do
Most
we do?
wanted.
I'm the speaker of the people who don't give a shit about anything.
Oh, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. I know that.
I know that.
Give me my large popcorn so I can shove it down my fucking face.
Well, now they're teenage alien ninja.
No, they're
turtles.
not.
No, that's
They're back to mutants.
Thank God.
because the internet rose up and slayed that
The
idea.
affected change.
They did
Yes.
the same thing with Ben
Go
Affleck's
internet.
Batman, but yeah, that's gonna do anything.
No.
No, because that's
No, the-
casting. That's different.
Yeah.
That's you offer someone, millions upon millions
There's
of
a
dollars.
concept
They had-
changing it in
they had a
Contract
pit-
involved there.
They had a petition
Yeah.
to the fucking president to get
Oh,
him,
change
get him
.org,
out.
yeah.
To change
Ben
him.
Affleck?
Yeah.
I really
You
hope.
didn't hear about
I
that?
almost wanted he was on Change.org.
It's the president. They gave it over to the
Yeah,
president.
well, no, on Change.org, it's a website that if it gets
Change.org,
it has to do with the government, and if you get a certain amount of signatures, they
The
do have to
president
hand
will
it
look
to.
at it.
They have to hand it to the president. He doesn't have to look at it. They have to hand it to the president. I'm
He's
sure-
like-
Isn't that embarrassing that our culture is like,
Yes. The president
sir,
has to look at
we have
something
this,
like
we have this urgent document that you must read. Guys, the Syria, you have no idea. Syria can wait right now.
He's like,
Look,
fuck
Ben
Ben
Affleck is
Batman! And then
We're
Obama just,
DEFCON 1.
and Obama just looks at him.
No, we're at Batcon one.
Get all the nations in NATO on the phone right now.
I think it's complete. I think you're completely wrong. I think he was like, well, I like Jiggly.
And then the guy who handed him the memo was like, what the fuck?
He's like, I swear to Christ, I will bomb somebody if they don't change this. I have the weapons. I've been waiting for the excuse.
I got the big red button right here.
Yeah, I had my finger just waiting. Inch away.
Every like the internet exploded against Affleck.
Oh my
But
god.
every single person in Hollywood has been like, he's gonna
Hey,
do
go.
awesome. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
everyone
they're like,
is-
are you kidding
People
me?
know who he is.
Ben
yeah.
Affleck.
But I love the joke that just came out, but came out at that time. It's like, and Matt Damon's
Maybe
gonna
Matt
be
Damon's
Robin.
Well,
Yeah.
I love that, but I can't wait for the first talk show to be like, and we have someone here for your sidekick, and then have Matt Damon walk out in a Robin costume.
That probably is gonna happen.
with
Or
the
just have
pixie
him walk
boots.
out and just be like, "What the hell, Ben? I've been waiting by the phone."
He's
and-
gonna have the pixie
Yeah,
boots
yeah,
and the
the
tights.
whole Burt Ward.
I always thought it'd be the other way around with like Matt Damon as Batman and Ben Affleck as Robin.
Really,
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
Ben Affleck looks exactly like Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, well, he's got the but no, I get what he's
ever
saying.
since he's been cast, he all of a sudden looks exactly
Really?
like Bruce
Yeah, you're gonna
Wayne.
argue this with me? I've been.
I've seen.
He looks
have you
exactly like Batman.
Have you
Like Bruce Wayne.
seen the what's it called with Justin Timberlake? There's a because
I saw him wanting to be the Riddler.
no Ben Affleck was in this is in this movie with Justin Timberlake and then
Yeah, that's what
offshoot.
I'm talking about.
But he's there's this one shot where he's in his tux and a
He's
suit
Bruce Wayne.
and he's got like the no facial hair just or kind of grizzle and like
Motherfucker,
yeah
Bruce Wayne.
that's you got the jaw, you got the touch,
He's got the fucking jaw.
he's got the jaw,
but that's what
but does he have the accent? From Baston.
But that's, yeah, from Baston.
From Gotham.
That's what
Yeah.
everyone. That's what everyone is like. Like everyone's
You
basically
can't
like,
tell.
it's not hard to be Batman. It's hard to be Bruce Wayne. Batman just has to sit there in a cowl and growl at people.
And
Christian
Bruce.
Bale got away with being Batman.
Yeah.
And like, we've had many arguments on this subject, and that's a silly goddamn Batman voice.
It's a silly boy. Well, I mean, what can you expect?
Where are the other trucks going?
After Mr. Conroy,
Where's the trigger?
who pulled that off brilliantly.
Yeah, they should just get Captain Conroy to dress
Just
up
just
as
dub the
Batman.
voice.
That'd be perfect. Actually,
Well,
that
yeah.
would be perfect. Get Ben Affleck to act, then just dub over his voice.
Yeah, because that wouldn't sound weird. At
It would
all.
very-
But I mean, I think they should just do it. And Kevin Smith suggested this. Just give him a voice disorder, because that's what happened with Batman.
Yeah.
You wouldn't go around putting on a voice. You'd have something that distorts your voice.
Isn't that what Green Arrow did on Smallville? at first?
Yeah, but I didn't really understand. Like that was made him like deeper. But we've such like this is gonna be $100 million movie. You can
Yeah.
make him sound like Pee Wee Herman if you want.
So it would be like
I killed a bunch in the face.
like a mask over it, like
No,
this
you
thing,
just have
or
to have a thing like here. You don't even need to show it. It can just be in the cowl.
I don't know.
Like look at a Bluetooth. Bluetooth goes about here. It doesn't go.
If they could
out.
pull off like, hey, if you could do this one voice, but then pull off this even like darker, like like a Kevin Conroy, that would be better.
Well, I think the thing is you got to develop a Bruce Wayne persona. You
Well,
can
see,
do,
that's the
you
thing
can use
now.
Batman. Batman can be your normal. Like, I mean, you got to be a little gruffer. You can't just be like, Goodwill. You can't be Chucky from Goodwill Hunting. But
Or Whitey from Eight Crazy Nights.
yeah.
Or Daredevil
I mean,
from
I was not
Daredevil.
doing Adam Sandler. I was doing another Ben Affleck part, but
We're going with Whitey. Zack Snyder saw
that would
just
be so
recent-
goddamn cool.
He just recently saw Eight Crazy Nights. Like, Ben, can you do that?
Can we do that?
And Ben's like,
Yeah.
just pay me another couple million. I'll do it. I'll do it for 5 movies. Okay. That would be amazing.
But that's actually, that brings me back to a point from like an hour ago that when you were talking about the things that he might miss out on doing by doing Batman, we don't know how much he's going to be involved in this movie. This might just be the start to.
I mean, who knows how well it's going to be?
Yeah, exactly. But he's kind of getting signed up. They're trying to make him Iron Man. They're trying to make him the setup for a
like
bunch
an
of
Iron
movies.
Man.
Yeah.
But see, that's the thing, because you were talking about it earlier. It's like, who knows how much Batman is going to be involved in this story?
Yeah, exactly.
And that's why I feel like when they announced we got this
Batman
2000,
Superman.
It's like
I
the
mean,
producers were backstage with Zack Snyder, and it's like, well, we kind of have the Flash thing. That's pretty cool, for an announcement, but we don't really have anything. Just announce something. Just go.
I mean, I guarantee.
I feel like it's rushed.
No,
and
I
not thought
guarantee
out.
it's gonna be Batman Superman. They know the response.
They're gonna have to they went out of
There's
its
so
way
much
to not
history.
introduce Kryptonite and Man of Steel, but that was always you
His
gotta
ace
give
of
Batman
all.
some edge against Superman. I mean, they're gonna have to bring in Kryptonite.
Yeah, how can you do the fights in Man of Steel?
Sorry, I don't mean.
Like,
to
you know how
interrupt
he
you.
fights in Man of Steel. It's very, it's
Let
hectic,
Jim
it's
talk.
fast.
Let Jim talk.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but Alex Rider finally just
no.
fixed the poster
And then
fucked
it
it up.
broke it.
That's what you get for trying to give him accolades.
No, that wasn't an accolade. That was just letting our listeners know.
From earlier.
Yes, I was giving them an important update,
But
and it's still kind of askew, but that's
You know
okay.
what? It's hanging on a string, so I can't get it
but
perfect.
that's the
So is every other picture in the world. It's called picture string.
I've never
Picture string. That's the technical term. You go into Home Depot. It's like, okay, I want some screws. Do you have any picture string?
They probably would know
What
what
the
that is.
fuck?
I think you're giving the Home Depot crowd a little bit too much.
Do I have to go to
too much
Lowe's?
credit.
I have to go to Lowe's
Yeah.
instead. Dude, Lowe's literally told me to get out of the store. I was
What? What'd you do?
I didn't do anything. I was like, hey, guys, do you have any garbage bags? I'm looking for garbage bags. It's like, well, not garbage, but like, big industrial black bags.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, where is it? And the guy's like, aisle 4. Where's that? Just go down that way. So I go down. I'm literally out the store. I'm out of the store. I turn around. I'm like, where the fuck? Fuck you! They told me to get out of the store. Because I look back, and it's literally outside the garbage bags.
How is it?
But they call it aisle 4.
Aisle 4 is outside.
Aisle 4 is outside the Lowe's. I was like, what the fuck? Oh god, Kyle is gone. Or he's disappeared behind his chair. He's somewhere.
I ate him. I did.
2 days ago, I saw a truck that can hold that tanker. You want to get out of here? Talk to me.
I'm good right now.
I always wanted to see the Road Warrior too.
Oh, you never saw the
I saw bits and pieces. They always spike over some channels of a fucking marathon of it.
It's
but
a fun.
I always love Fallout 3, and I love post-apocalyptic shit. It's like one of my favorite genres of all time. So, and Road Warrior is apparently like the pinnacle of that kind of stuff. So
Yeah, it's
I heard based on what I've seen, the first one wasn't like sci-fi enough. The second one was just right, and the third one was like too sci-fi.
it went
Apocalyptic.
overboard. But the third one, for like the first half, is decent.
First movie.
No, the third movie,
Third movie.
Beyond Thunder. It's universe building, but then after a while, it's like I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm finished. The first movie is awesome. Second movie is pretty fun, and then the third movie after a while,
Yeah.
but it's fun.
Unrelated note. I just remember something that my friend wanted me to talk about on the podcast.
We're talking about Superman now that Kyle is back, and Jim
Yeah.
dropped something.
Yeah.
But this is
Fixing my house.
If you guys remember my friend Mike, who's been on the podcast before,
I don't know who Mike is.
You do. You've been on a podcast with him, I think.
Oh shit!
But
I'm never gonna remember you.
this is video game news, and
Wait.
Kyle.
Yeah,
I mean,
come on.
Alex.
Video game news. Is this Jose's joystick corner?
I'm gonna hand back those 10-year-olds.
no. This is not a joystick corner.
It's time for Alice's joystick.
Apparently, it is. But I don't even know if you know this story.
Wait, hang on. Let me do the intro. Alex's joystick corner, where kids come to play. Alex's joystick corner. They play with this Thing all day.
There you go. All right, then.
Alex's Joystick Corner, where kids come to play with Dick.
His fat cock.
Yeah, Joystick Corner. That sounds like the little dark corner of your room where you go at like 1 in and naked, just jerk off and cry.
Yes. Yes. That's what I've always implied his Joystick Corner was.
He uses his tears.
In like an existential way, he is the little kids that come and play.
You just put lipstick on and look at yourself in the shower.
Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me.
All right.
Were you
I
not gonna
fuck me
see
hard.
I just see Steve Buscemi in that Adam Sandler movie when he's like making his like death list and then he just puts the lipstick on.
That's like
Okay,
one of
I'm
the
sorry.
greatest cameos.
No, it's-
I'm sorry.
It's Silence
Why
of
did
the
Steve
Lambs.
Buscemi not play Buffalo Bill?
I don't know.
Why was that a thing that didn't happen?
I thought
The guy who
who
played Buffalo
yeah.
Bill is
He was
fine.
great, but I think Steve
And
Buscemi.
Steve
should've been
Buscemi did
better.
play a serial killer pervert in fucking Con Air. He did that.
Yeah, but we could see
Oh,
the origin of that
shit.
character.
Wow.
Whatever.
Can I get back to what I was trying to get with this, Dan?
No.
Maybe.
We're talking about Superman because Kyle left.
Steve Buscemi
Alright.
is Superman.
Alex, how
Go.
familiar?
Oh my god.
They're not a bunch of dicks.
Steve Buscemi is the Man of Steel.
How about they do like alternate universes? One's Steve Buscemi,
And what's Ben Affleck?
one's Ben Affleck, one's Nick Cage.
Nick Cage, yeah. Nick Cage was supposed to be Superman.
Actually, I guess Ben Affleck was Superman once.
Yeah,
he was
Hollywood
Hollywood,
Land.
which was actually a pretty good movie. I saw it a while ago.
Okay, anyway, Jose.
Very fair, but good.
Alex, how familiar are you with the Ace Attorney franchise?
Very, very little.
All right, but you would never guess
I'll play
those
the
games.
first one.
You never.
It's funny that you laughed at your own joke.
You would never expect those games. How was that a
You
joke?
were like very, very little.
but.
But you would never expect that game to have more than maybe a teen rating, correct?
Yeah.
The 5th installment with that just got an American release is
Rated
being,
X.
is being rated mature. But
Really?
Is
Yeah.
there like a fuck scene between all the court cases, or like?
There might be.
Are there like semen samples, like in the forensic lab, or like?
Probably. Actually.
And that's why
You know
it's
what?
rated M.
CSI. What's his name again?
Phoenix Wright
Oh, that's not good. Where does he live?
is never really confirmed.
I
If
thought
it's
it was
Japan.
just
CSI.
He's trying to-
generic Japanese city.
Damn you, Jose! He's trying to set this joke
You
up.
could at least say Tokyo.
No, because we don't know it's Tokyo. They've been. I can't
Kyle.
like make Tokyo
It's Tokyo.
with my. But you know what?
Pretty much.
They're getting.
See
the
you, Tokyo.
I know that Phoenix Wright has that classic pose where he's just like, objection! He's just like pointing at the
Yeah,
guy.
yeah.
I saw on a
And then the
message
judge is
board.
like, overruled.
I saw on a message board like a poster like having their icon. It had the fucking McCoy from Law and Order, the detective from all those, those Allstate commercials or whatever. He's in the same exact pose. He's like, like objection, the fucking guy from Law and
Anyway,
Order.
so and I played the first 3 games. Never even touched the 4th one because the main character of Phoenix loses his job.
And then he goes on to
offended
alcohol.
by this?
He goes on an alcoholic
I
binge.
stopped. I am
The other
He
thing
was a hero.
Hearsay.
The other reason is I just never bought it for the DS.
Oh, see, that should have been the first reason. Not like I felt bad that a guy I liked lost his job.
Wasn't Phoenix Wright a fighter in Capcom vs. Marvel?
Yes,
3?
yes, he was.
How the hell did that work?
You know what? He goes from literally the worst character to one of the most badass characters if you use him right. Like,
Rocky
Whatever,
Raccoon is in
dude.
that game.
yes, he is.
Yeah, I heard about that.
But not voiced
Did
by
you hear
Bradley
he's
Cooper.
voiced by Bradley Cooper?
Bradley Cooper better give him the best
Oh,
fucking
yo.
Cockney accent ever.
I know you were like all in love with Silver Linings Playbook, but did you see that in when he's in that movie, he looks exactly like Barry Allen. Like not what he's wearing, but how his hair is cut.
Yeah.
And he should be Barry Allen.
Crew cut or whatever.
Yeah, like how his hair is done. He looks and
It's
like
weird boxy
there's a
or
specific
whatever.
part like where he's sitting, and I was just like, holy shit! Like there was
It was like,
I like had to pause the movie. I was just like, I don't give a shit about this movie. Like, the movie was good, but but there was like a revelation moment. I'm like, there he is. I found him. Like,
I'd be happy with Bradley Cooper.
it's
as,
like a Jurassic Park with John Hammond. You have the cake. Yeah, that.
I'd be fine with Bradley Cooper as fucking Green Lantern. Like he even looks more like Green Lantern than Ryan Reynolds. I mean,
Well, thank
they
God.
look almost identical.
Thank God
They're
that
like
he.
the same human being.
Thank God he wasn't in the movie though. In that movie.
Bradley Cooper wasn't.
Yeah.
in-
No. Yeah.
I
Thank
would
God that he
prefer it
was
over Ryan
cast.
Reynolds. Still, I mean, like
What was bad about Ryan Reynolds? He was Hal
It wasn't-
Jordan.
I guess.
Hal Jordan's a dick. He was a dick. He did a good job.
He was alright.
The movie
He was good.
movie sucked. He was good.
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely tell that he tried his best, but like, it's just shitty script and shitty fucking Edge of Darkness director Martin Campbell directing it.
Man, Martin Campbell's not bad.
He's not shitty.
He did with the fucking
he
Quantum of Solace, didn't he? Isn't that...
No. He did
I
Casino
hear-
Royale, which is and
Casino
GoldenEye.
Royale is fantastic.
Both of those movies. I
Actually, yeah,
think.
GoldenEye's great, but I like GoldenEye. But Casino Royale.
No,
was-
Casino
was
Royale
the movie
beats
that
it.
I was like.
But he made two different kind of style Bond movies. I don't want to get into it because I'm going to just go on.
Yeah,
But
he's-
I'm just a nerd.
we've
for
done
that.
this before.
Yeah, we've done that. I don't want to sidetrack anymore. But no, he made those two good movies.
Have you talked about Batman?
I really liked the Mask of the Legend of the first Zorro film that he made.
Oh yeah.
Because the second one was
maybe.
kind of shit. Oh, not kind of. It was.
Yeah.
It was pretty shit.
Yeah, we didn't
No.
we would talk about Batman in like
Yes.
10 minutes.
But no, he's made some good stuff. It's just the people
He's
who
also made
he's
some bad stuff.
he's an iffy, like, if he's with the right people, he can make some really great stuff.
I agree.
But those two producers, we got into a fight about this.
We did.
Yes, about how the movie kind of looked like a TV pilot.
Did
I can
Yeah,
also
we did.
tell they were kind of ripping off.
'Cause
Like,
it
they
wa-
tried humor. They did the same type of humor that Iron Man was doing, and then like they
Yeah,
did
but what are you
that.
not gonna try
The
that?
whole Tom character, Tom Kalamuku. who
Yeah,
just, like,
okay, they were gonna do Pie Face.
I didn't say that they didn't have to call him Pie Face. Could have made him Asian or Inuit
They
for
make
starters.
him a racist Asian stereotype. That's what Pie Face is.
No, not just because he's Asian doesn't mean he's immediately a racist. Like,
That's the only thing the character's ever
and
been.
that whole character was like all the most awkwardly delivered. Like I could tell if they were trying to make him the comic relief, but
Wait.
his lines are just the most
The
awkwardly
dude who looked like
delivered.
Ted Mosby, kind of from How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah, like
I don't know.
every time he tried to say a funny line, you could tell what he was going for, but the way it was just delivered and said.
Oh, is that his friend that
Yeah,
he
his
like
buddy
in
that
the
when-
and like
when
he's
he
like,
was like-
yeah, look at this.
When he was like,
Blah.
"You responsibility," like,
Ah, yeah.
And he was like, "That's a spaceship. That's an alien spaceship." You're supposed to be like, "Oh, he's going for like the fact that this is completely fantastical would be laughable in real world," but he just says it so like just doesn't give a damn about it. Like it doesn't affect.
It's weird that you're going after that character who is such a small part of that movie.
You know what the worst part about that movie was? What was his name?
Parallax looked like a giant mess of diarrhea that was like
Voiced
destroying
by
everything.
Tom Clancy. If you didn't miss,
Was he really voiced
It
by
was.
Tom Clancy?
Look-
That's so
look
odd.
up.
No, I believe you.
Tom, you mean
Tom
Clancy
Brown.
Brown.
Tom Clancy.
Yeah,
Clancy-
that's
Clancy
so weird.
Brown. I'm so sorry, Clancy. But you knew what I was talking
No,
about.
I really thought you meant Tom Clancy. Like,
Why would
the-
Tom Clancy?
the
Why would
writer?
you go along with me on that one? No, Clancy
Yeah.
Brown.
That
I'm
makes
sorry.
so much more sense.
Clancy Brown.
And then they made the Guardians the Mars attacks aliens.
No,
Peter-
I
was
liked
his-
how they looked.
was his name Peter Sarsgaard?
Peter Skarsgård.
They had the weird flowy robes.
Fuck him, because he just screamed throughout the entire movie like a bitch.
What,
Who did
Hector?
he
Was
play?
he Hector Hammond?
Oh,
or...
yeah.
The guy with the big
He was.
nutsack.
But when you start with Hector Hammond's a bad character.
In general.
He's not good. He's
But
not
they
fun.
tried to make it interesting. It's like, oh, there's a history built up.
They
You
threw
want to
in- they
explain it,
should've
and
done
they're
that.
like, no.
Let's toss it.
They should have
No.
done that.
They
What
threw it
they
out the
should have
door.
done day one. Same story, obviously.
They
Finds
could have
out
done
that
Black
Zurg gets
Hand.
the
I
ring.
mean, minus the whole Necron stuff. with
No,
Black
you shouldn't
Hand.
do Black Hand. You
What's-
should do
what?
Sinestro. You do the
Yeah.
goddamn Sinestro story. He gets recruited to the Corps really early. He trains with Sinestro. He becomes friends with Sinestro. He goes, sees that his Sinestro's a fucking psychopath, and he fights Sinestro. That's
It
the
should have
movie.
just been off Earth entirely.
Yes,
Should've
I
just-
agree. That's what I'm
should've-
saying.
Because what was kind of interesting,
The Oa stuff looked fake, but it was cool.
The core stuff was pretty cool, but they were only in the movie for that one scene.
yeah,
They're supposed to, and you could tell, like, this is why Jeff Johns, like, creative consultant, had the scene where, like,
creative consultant.
where
air
Hal
quotes.
is fighting Parallax at the end, and, like, Parallax is getting the upper hand, and all of a sudden, like, Kilowog and Tomari and a couple other Green Lanterns just, like, show up to back up Hal and everything, and that's a really cool moment, but they cut that out and everything, and, like,
But you
It's-
know that creative consultant thing meant nothing.
It does. It
Because
means
he would
nothing.
never allow what they did to Parallax to happen.
well, where
A
do you
lot
think
of
they got the
people don't
Parallax idea from?
A lot of people
They
don't like
probably-
what he did to Parallax,
Yeah.
but at least what he did to Parallax was interesting.
And it kind of made sense,
Yeah.
like, when you think about it.
But can you? But that's the thing. That's kind of like the devil's advocate kind of thing. It's like I don't know what you guys are kind of talking about, but I can understand that it's very
you know Hal Jordan was
intricate.
Parallax.
It's Yeah, and then
like
you got
back in the day, and it turns out
then
Parallax
Spectre had to
was a
save
fear.
it.
No, it was a fear entity that infected him and made
Before
him go
that,
crazy.
it was just Hal Jordan like going
Being a bad
crazy.
guy.
For 10 years, it was just Hal Jordan was a great Green Lantern. Then one day, he just completely lost his shit and killed.
Yeah,
all his
one
friends.
day. Like, yeah, it was just
He
like
just
he woke
snapped.
up on the other side, but no,
You know
his
what?
whole city got destroyed.
Oh, yeah,
and
that-
everyone he ever loved died.
But here's the thing: it's like if you guys want to do that kind of storyline, would it translate well to the movie?
No, but you don't do Parallax. Is my point.
So
Parallax
if you
is a
can't
story,
do it right, then it's like might
yes,
as
you
well
do.
not.
There's other stories to tell.
But that's not in their mind because the mindset was like, we need an origin.
But
What's
Parallax
a
isn't
villain?
even- Parallax is not a
What's
well-known villain. It's not like your Lex Luthor. It's not Joker.
well, Green Lantern's kind of not
Exactly.
like-
That was another one of the things that like
Sinestro.
failed
You
Green
use
Lantern.
Sinestro.
Yeah, Sinestro is known by us, but do you know who Green Lantern is, Kyle? Alex?
see the-
I do, Dave.
Well, I do.
Well, yes, I do.
I'll see the movie because he's cool.
If
No,
they see the yellow ring.
No,
then
but
they're-
the
yeah.
most famous Green Lantern villain is Sinestro. He was in the Super Friends. He's the one that's pushed out the most. He's the one that's
Every
if
time
anyone
they
has
had
a
Green
chance-
Lantern on like the Superman cartoon
Yeah,
or whatever, they would always have
Sinestro's
like
there.
Sinestro as like the bad guy.
If there's a chance for anyone to know anyone, it's Sinestro.
And you know, that was kind of a big thing when like Green Lantern was announced, and then everybody looked, it was Ryan Reynolds. They're like, oh, I
That
thought
was
it
my first
black.
clue that things
like-
are bad.
Oh, I thought he was supposed to be
break
black.
My friggin'
Because but that's the thing. It's like everyone
Jon
knows
Stewart.
that it's because they grew up watching this
Stewart.
cartoon.
Bruce Timm's response was like, we're not putting him in the show just because he's black. Okay, we're kind
But
of
they
putting
chose
him in the show because he's black.
But they told us to.
And I know he doesn't really do anything with the ring except create force fields and energy walls, but
Well,
like,
just shoot beams.
Yeah,
random
does.
beams. But to be fair,
Does.
and which is like the complete opposite of Jon Stewart. Jon Stewart makes incredibly intricate.
he's an architect.
constructs.
Yeah.
You mean Hal Jordan?
No,
Oh, I thought
Hal
that-
Jordan makes giant fists.
Yeah,
That's
his-
basically what he does.
Hal Jordan's signature move is either giant fists or like shooting airplanes at you.
and
Yeah.
advertising. Because you know what? No, because there's the scene where they're at the party and the thing comes down and he makes a Hot Wheels toy to do the
Well,
thing.
you know what?
And guess what? After the movie, it's like Hot Wheels you've seen in the movie.
I hated the movie, but to the movie's credit, at least they did a good job of like foreshadowing that, with like playing with like his nephew's Hot Wheels car, and then he makes like the Hot Wheels ramp. At least that had credit to like there's a reason why he decided to make the Hot Wheels ramp or whatever.
Because it was like, yeah, you just
He
thought
was
about
thinking about it.
Because the
it. And I
studio
like
told
that
him
they
to.
gave him his brothers because that's in the comics. He has
Like,
an
they
older
were-
brother and a younger brother.
They were stale
Yeah.
or whatever. His
I
whole
don't know.
family. A lot of people
Yeah,
were just like
but like
stale.
they kind of like hate him and are mad at him. Like
Yeah.
his older brother basically doesn't like talking to him. Like in the comics, his older
Yeah.
brother refuses to talk to him
Yeah.
because he's like a crazy person.
Most thing I remember from that movie was Peter Sarsgaard screaming.
No, you should remember Mark Strong as Sinestro. That dude, like that's why I think Sinestro should be the
Because
villain
Mark
in every
Strong is a
movie,
very
not
good-
Even...
But I don't even remember him being in that much of it.
Oh, he was so good when he was.
He was only when he was
Like he's
only in the
3
training.
scenes?
No,
His
he's
scene
the
amounts
beginning.
to I'm Sinestro. I'm a great Green Lantern. Look, I can do this so much better than you.
You know what beats the shit out of him? Then he goes. Well, no, he goes to attack Parallax. They lose. He beats
No.
the shit out of Hal. He's like meeting with the Guardians. He does the big like, we are the core, we are the core. And then he saves Hal at the end. And then in the credits he gets the yellow ring, which for no apparent reason because they beat the bad guy. But
We need a new one. We
And
need
it
a
turns
new
into
one.
the Sinestro Corps uniform, even though he hasn't actually made
so
the Sinestro
happy.
Corps
I'm
yet.
so happy. It looks so good.
That's
Nah,
what
you
you make a
just-
Sinestro Corps versus Green Lantern Corps. It's
They
not,
shouldn't do that because it's too early. But I want to see it
it's
so
not even
much.
that hard for like average consumer Alex over here to understand.
Average consumer Alex.
No.
Yes!
No.
That, has,
ACA.
that just happened.
So, I'm the spokesperson for the average consumer. Is that what's going on?
Yes,
here?
that's what's
Alright.
going on.
I just want to have
So,
my popcorn.
people with the green rings are fighting people with
With
the
the
yellow
yellow
rings,
rings.
and they're aliens. I get it. That's all you need to know.
all the colors
Average
of the
consumer
rainbow.
Alex says, "Oh, that looks cool."
Average consumer Alex gives a thumbs up to Green Lantern. It got space aliens. It got space
Average
aliens
consumer
fighting.
Alex says, "Oh, it's like Star Wars."
Space
But
aliens
better.
fighting future robots.
It's got fun. It's got CGI. It's cool.
It's a
got
fun-
action.
I hope it's in 3D.
Yeah.
Alex, the reviewer says, sure, why not?
I hope it's in 3D IMAX. I'm gonna go see it again, maybe.
$17.55 is not too much for a ticket.
Oh
critics are saying, yeah, it was cool, I guess. That looks great.
I'd see it again. I'd buy the Blu-ray. And watch one special feature.
No, I buy the Blu-ray. What was it, like the Blu-ray combo pack DVD?
I didn't really know what was going on, but my friends seemed to really enjoy it.
Average. I'm sorry. If I ever make anything worthwhile, whether it be movie, book, anything, on the back or on the poster, it's just gonna say I didn't really understand what was going on.
Alex Rider.
Alex Rider.
I never said that. I've never said that.
But it looked cool.
I have my own opinions of things.
Hey, just for the record, Kyle, fuck you. I buy the Blu-ray DVD combo pack.
I know you do. That's why I threw that in.
But for a legitimate reason, normally.
Because eventually one day you'll get a 3D TV.
No, because I give the DVD to my father.
Who legit has a 3D TV? Nobody.
I know a guy.
You know a guy.
I knew a guy who threw one
Who
out.
knows a guy who knows a guy who threw one out.
He works at Best Buy. He sells them.
Where was it thrown? Let's take it. Free TV, damn it.
Yes.
So, I believe at one point we were talking about video games.
1 week.
Well,
till
no,
GTA
they-
5.
Yeah, I pre-ordered it
The
already.
collector's edition.
It's gonna be like
Oh, why are we
$70,
talking
man. I
I'm
don't
not
care.
talking to you. What?
It's gonna be like $70 the day it comes out.
What comes out next
I was.
GTA 5.
Oh, that thing, yeah.
That
yeah.
thing.
That thing, yeah.
Just because it's a genre you're not into. it
Yeah.
becomes
That thing, yeah. Okay.
I didn't
I
know it was
hyped
out
Since
next
when are
week.
you into GTA? Like,
Since forever.
you can't catch
What are you
Pokemon in
talking about?
GTA. It's just a heads up.
Actually,
You can't be a Power Ranger.
you
in
probably
GTA.
can at this point.
It's Saints Row, you can.
Yeah, Saints Row 3. What the fuck happened? I played Saints Row 1,
Yeah,
missed 2, and 3 apparently went completely batshit crazy.
And 4, you're a superhero. You have
Oh, 4, that's what I'm
superpowers.
talking about. Not 3, yeah.
Yeah, see
Yeah.
the trailers for 4. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
just like-
I remember when the first one came out, my cousins got it. It was like, oh, it's a gang game, and you know, it's like GTA,
It's
but
like a
more
ripoff
gang
of
based.
GTA, and then
But it
the
was
second
more
one
gang-based.
gets a
It was
little.
fun.
They went off the wall crazy.
Yeah, and then I
Three.
missed 2 and 3 completely, and then all of a sudden I see the previews for 4, and it's just like
What happened?
giant robot monkey flying.
Well, in 3, you have a dildo baseball bat. You can have a man. You
yeah,
can fling people out of
You
a
have a
fucking
dubstep
cannon.
gun
You have a
in this one.
What's that even
Can?
mean?
Dubstep gun, yeah.
Oh,
Where all of a sudden, like, you shoot it, they all start dancing, and dubstep
Yeah.
comes on, and then they just explode.
It's like, did you ever see that show Key and Peele? They had the sketch
Yeah.
and dubstep and everything.
Yeah. Oh wait, what they put on the.
It was just like moving around.
That's what happens when you shoot the gun.
That sounds amazing and bizarre.
They have stuff like that. It's
Oh,
just
dude.
incredible. The penetrate. That's the giant.
Penetrator, yes.
Yeah,
the
that's-
giant purple dildo,
yeah.
yes. You can kill people with giant purple dildo.
It's
So
amazing.
what's it called? The Xbox One.
That comes
They
out
got announced.
November.
Yeah, it's pretty soon.
22nd.
22nd.
The
I thought it was
day
the
before?
17th.
If it's the 22nd, it's the day before the Doctor Who 50th anniversary
Oh, look
special,
at that.
and Chris Hardwick's birthday.
Oh,
Well,
what a
look
day.
at that.
What a week.
It's November
I guess that
23rd.
little birthday card too.
Yeah. Well, no, his birthday's the same day as Doctor Who's first. Is Doctor Who's birthday.
Chris Hardwick's gonna get the card, and it's Kyle's face like this on the card, just thumbs
You know
up,
what?
smiling.
You know,
at
I'm
us.
sure he'd be like, I don't know who this is. But that made me happy.
And
throw
then
it
he's
out
gonna
and go
open
off
the
and
card,
do one
he's
of
like-
his 75 TV shows.
Open up the card. Yeah, 75. That's right. He opens up the card, and it's just like, love you. Keep doing what you're doing. Happy birthday.
Wouldn't that make you feel good? Wouldn't that make you feel good if you got that card?
There's a recording of you doing the Marilyn Monroe thing just come out of the cake. Happy birthday, Chris Hardwick.
How would that even?
I don't know. You'd just be touching like fake breast here.
I don't know.
Imaginary fake breast up and down.
And fishnets, damn it.
Oh God.
Fishnets.
Do not want
I
Not
didn't
even on
say
his
it.
legs, on his shirt.
You brought
His
this
shirt.
up, man. This is your fault.
because it's comedy.
I just want the fucking 50th anniversary to finally get here. I remember when the
I
name of the
saw the
Doctor came
trailer.
out in like April, and it said coming out in November 20. 3rd. I'm like, wow, 6 fucking months.
It was
And-
June.
Oh, June, whatever. It was still, at the time, November seemed like forever ago. Then I saw Series 8 doesn't premiere until autumn 2014. So I'm like, alright, so now we're the fans who waited instead of Amy Pond, the girl who waited.
Wow, look at you. No one's ever said that before.
That's
You were like
funny.
you were like a writer or something.
Whatever, I am
You should
a
go
writer,
write
really.
for SNL.
I will write for SNL. I am.
Anybody can write for SNL.
Yeah.
Today,
I hear they have some vacancies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Any-
there's some big vacancies.
anyone can write for
Some
SNL,
Fred
and
Harmison.
everyone is in Law and Order. You've
That's
been in
true.
Law and Order, you just don't know it.
Yeah, I was in last week.
Yeah, because everybody's in fucking.
Yeah, I was walking by and someone was like, "You, what are you doing right now?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm going to-
You're gonna be in Law and Order.
All right, well,
You're gonna be the serial killer.
Oh God!
Dead body number 4.
You're very concerned. Oh Jesus!
You know,
Law and Order's just gone downhill. Like the writing quality of
Law
like,
and Order's
SVU
gone downhill.
has really the writing quality on SVU has gone downhill. They're making a Trayvon Martin episode for Law and Order SVU because that was a
When
sex
SVU hired
that was like a sex crimes case,
Ice-T,
obviously.
I think it was going downhill.
Ice-T was on it for like forever.
Justin Bieber.
I'm
Or
aware.
was that
That was
CSI?
CSI.
That was CSI.
Yeah.
Well, thank God.
I don't know what mischief like a character played by Justin Bieber could get into that would like lead him getting gunned down by the police.
I mean, someone's gonna gun him down pretty soon. Have you heard the fucked up shit he's been doing?
I mean, yeah.
He's
He's
been in
doing
buckets
stupid
and
shit.
shit.
Yeah, he's been pissing in buckets. He's been spitting on his fans.
Yeah.
Because he's an asshole.
He is an asshole.
He's a stupid asshole, and he's from Canada.
Hey,
Oh,
hey.
That's crossing the line.
why?
Damn it.
I know some very
No.
little people that are Canadians. Damn it.
I don't know anything.
Who, like
about
Avril Lavigne?
Yeah.
I don't know any people that are Canadian.
If
Well,
Walt-
she was
Oh
skating
yeah,
bar,
yeah, he's a great
she
person.
said
He is
skating
Canadian.
bar.
I have a friend who's Canadian.
Who?
You.
Joe H. Joe H. Joe H. I'm not gonna say his last name for the sake.
I
I was trying to avoid saying his last name, you dick. But yes, he's a
Why would we give the
Who the
initial?
fuck listens to this? Why do you care?
Tennis listens. Tennis
Tennis
listens.
does listen. I believe in tennis, man.
He knows us, and he knows these people.
I didn't know he was Canadian.
Some anonymity.
Yeah, he's
I
Canadian.
didn't know that.
Yeah. That's why he was pissed off that someone took Team Canada during our Beer Olympics.
I'm from Hawaii.
Oh, Canada.
But I was.
Oh,
I was
you just
born
insulted
in Long Island, New York.
I was born a poor black child.
Poor black
I
child.
was born in
Alabama.
the Bronx, New York.
Yeah, I'm actually.
Have you ever seen The Jerk?
I've heard it was good.
Saw parts of it here and there.
It's a great movie. Have you seen The Jerk?
I've seen parts.
They're really into
Jesus.
Steve Martin.
It's a great movie.
Yeah.
It gave Mr. Fantastic a seizure. That is an obscure joke from Black Hawk Down. Sorry.
You mean the actor who played the
Yeah.
Jerk?
In Black Hawk Down, there's a scene where Eon, whatever the fuck his name, comes in and he's like, yeah, we're gonna go fight the war, and then he sits down and he's watching The Jerk and he's laughing his ass off, and then he has an epileptic seizure, it's like, and then he dies.
That's terrible.
But you,
It's terrible.
it's you know what? I shouldn't have
It was an atrocity, damn it.
No, I do remember that. That was a weird scene.
It was weird. He just comes in and he goes right out.
Yeah, that was very, very odd.
Messed up, man. And aren't they rebooting the Fantastic Four also?
Yeah, there's a
Yes.
black Johnny Storm and a white Sue Storm.
Oh, so they confirmed that
They're
it's a white.
adopted. Yeah, he's the adopted brother.
That's fucking stupid.
I mean, unless he starts like hitting on Sue Storm, it
I-
means nothing.
I'd rather have her be black too. It would make more sense.
Yeah, that would make sense actually. It's weird. I mean, they rebooted Spider-Man in a year span shorter than when.
I thought you were
It's
about to say-
Sony's presents Sony Spider-Man.
I thought you were about to say they're rebooting it again. I was like, what? We didn't
Most
get the
likely.
second one yet.
The second one is done so
It's
bad
no, it's the same
already.
movie. They just decided to reboot it. They just took out Andrew Garfield, threw in another guy, rebooted it.
Tobey
again.
Maguire is in it again, but it's not the old Tobey Maguire. It's a new Tobey Maguire
It's
Spider-Man.
it's Sony's Tobey Maguire. We built him as a robot.
Hi, Sony.
We cloned Tobey Maguire
Yeah.
and mixed genes with Andrew Garfield, and he takes off his mask
He's
even
Andrew
more.
Maguire.
He's what was it?
Oh.
Andy. Was it Andy Garfield? No.
Andy Geyer.
Andy Maguire. That was terrible, and they fucking did that. They Spider-Man the sidekick in the comic books. They only, to be fair, only lost one issue, whatever. But
What, Alpha
still.
or whatever his name was?
Yeah, Alpha. That was,
He got his own comic book.
yeah, I mean,
So we're all excited
Because
for...
Marvel's doing so many smart things lately.
Well,
We were actually just talking about how they're canceling the Ultimate Universe.
Yeah.
Canceling the Ultimate Universe?
Yeah.
What is that? I thought Captain America was
It
president or some shit.
He was, and there was like a war going on.
Well,
and then
it's-
like they, took in Miles Morales, who's like 12.
I don't think they cancel it yet.
But yeah,
It's
fighting-
soon.
The worst, I don't care, this is worse than Ultimatum. The worst thing they ever did was killing off the Ultimate Peter Parker Spider-Man. Because that was like the best
It was-
Spider-Man
but-
book.
Yes,
That was
yes,
the best.
Was that
like,
Bendis?
book.
I
That was
agree.
the best Ultimate Universe book, period.
It was the best-
Aside from Ultimates
There's
by
more
Mark Millar.
books going on.
Was
Yeah,
was it
all the
Bendis?
time.
It was Bendis who wrote it, right?
He did Bendis kill him off?
Yeah, Bendis killed him off.
Yeah, I knew he did most of them.
The best part is that earlier in like issue 50 of Ultimate Spider-Man, there's like
But it was a good death. Like if it was like if
he takes down the Sinister Six and everything.
Yeah, it was
that was pretty
great.
cool. But there's a scene, and the context of the story arc is that in the Ultimate Spider-Man universe, they're making this comic came out in like 2004, around the time they were making Spider-Man 2. They're making an actual Spider-Man movie in the universe of Spider-Man, and there's this, and
so
he's
Chris
actually
Wire is playing it, right?
and Sam Raimi's directing, and the villain in the Spider movie is Mysterio, played by Bruce Campbell and everything.
Oh, that would have been perfect.
There's a scene where like, Doc Ock follows Spider-Man there, and Doc Ock is fighting Spider-Man on the middle of the set, and the filmmakers are filming the fight scene. They use images from the fight scene of Spider-Man fighting the real Doc Ock for the movie. But there's a scene where Doc Ock's like about to kill Spider-Man. Then a black guy wearing Spider-Man costume punches out Doc Ock, and Spider-Man's like, "Who are you?" And the black guy wearing the Spider-Man costume is like, "I'm the stunt double." And Spider-Man's like, "Oh, ooh, for a second there I thought I got rebooted." Which is funny because he made a joke about something that exactly happened to him like 5 years later with Miles Morales.
That's meta.
Yeah, that is
meta. Fuck. But we're all excited for Amazing Spider-Man 2. Amazinger Spider-Man.
I still have not seen
Amazing or
Spider-Man.
harder.
With a cracked out Paul Giamatti driving a truck. You've got
Did you see the stills
Yeah.
in his face?
He's
like,
talking.
I'm chewing up scenery.
and Jamie Foxx in a bald cap and everything with a comb over. Which should be cool. Yeah.
Nobody can
Like
make
Bug T, like Django.
Obviously, he comes out and he's like,
Django
He's like,
Uncharted.
Electro.
Electro
He was
Uncharted.
close to saying that in that little teaser trailer. He's like, Electro.
And apparently Harry Osborn's Venom now. I don't fucking
Wait,
know.
what?
Well, because they're going by the Ultimate stuff. Oh no, wait, he never was.
That was
They're going by the Ultimate cartoon.
The Spectacular cartoon?
No, the Ultimate cartoon. Oh wait, I guess it was the Spectacular.
Yeah,
cartoon.
the cartoon that got shafted by everybody and
I mean,
everything.
Ultimate
greater
Spider-Man
the
is a much
titles.
better cartoon.
The greater the titles.
It
Spectacular Spider-Man.
Ultimate Spider-Man seems
that.
a little too immature for my
I
taste.
like it, man. I think it's funny.
It's
I watched, and you guys are all gonna hit me. I watched the Phineas and Ferb Marvel crossover.
Yeah.
What?
How
That
was
shit
that?
was funny.
How did that work?
But it was like some weird, like
Like fucking Red Skull and Nazi
no,
was there.
I know. That's my point. That's why it was so goddamn funny. Thor, not Captain America, Thor, Iron Man, Hulk, and Spider-Man are fighting Whiplash, Venom, Red Skull, and MODOK.
What is MODOK? Why do people?
I think
Why do
it's-
the writers love MODOK?
I don't know,
keep
but they
putting
mock
him in
MODOK
things.
the whole time. It's hilarious. Like, he can't fit through a door at one point. I was just like,
Fuck MODOK.
I was like, this is the best moment of my life. But
They're like, hey,
and then-
did you hear Marvel? Disney owns Marvel.
Yeah,
In case you didn't
they're
hear.
doing a Phineas and Ferb Star Wars episode too.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, it's true. It's happening.
I just
but-
want Wolverine
That's
and
special.
Yoda in Kingdom Hearts 3. That shit needs to
That
happen.
would be awesome. But they have but you know the bad guy Doofenshmirtz has like some team that's gonna take like it's gonna do something really stupid like it always
Fucking
does.
asshole.
It's like a power taker, but it's supposed to like take power from a light bulb or
Yeah.
something. And it accidentally
Got
bounces
so
off a
much
satellite
shit
and
in high
hits
school.
the Marvel heroes
Yeah.
and it takes
Yo,
all
what's
their
up,
powers
douchey
away.
smirk?
And the satellite happened to be Phineas and Ferb.
Douchey smirk.
Okay.
So the Marvel heroes like track him down and are like, "What'd you do?" And they like, but they literally have a Doctor Who joke in there
Really?
where they
Oh, yeah,
they're
it's like
like,
British
"Oh guys,
technology."
come here," and it's like a shed. It literally says S.H.E.D. It's literally like
Yeah.
strategic, like it's some kind of shield joke. And they're just like, "Oh, it's pretty small." They go in and it's a giant like room, and,
And
he
they
goes
say it's
to,
like British TV.
yeah, he's like, "Oh, it's
that,
British
yeah.
sci-fi technology."
Yeah.
I was like,
That's
"Oh,
cool.
fuck it, that's awesome."
Yep.
But but there's so many weird little jokes. They have a Howard the Duck joke
What?
Really?
Like, cause Perry, you know, the platypus, like saves them in a superhero costume and like is flying away, and then it's like, thanks, duck guy, like, or like, thanks, beaver duck guy or whatever, and then Spider-Man's just like, do you think that was Howard the Duck? And then Iron Man just turns like it's so goes to say something, he just turns to him like, Howard the Duck. Spider-Man's just like, I don't know.
Yeah, you know, he had that awesome movie in like the 80s. George Lucas directed it.
That was like
totally
one of the first comic book
Duck,
movies.
duck tits.
That was like the third comic book movie
Who
ever.
played Howard the Duck? Was it a little person or was it a child? How did that work exactly?
What's his name?
It was me.
What's his name? Famous dwarf guy.
Oh,
played-
what's his
Warwick
It
Davis.
was not Warwick Davis.
It was what's his face? The guy, the Oompa Loompa guy. What's his name?
Wait, the new Oompa Loompa?
The new Oompa Loompa guy. I
Are you
can't remember his
New
name.
I don't
Oompa
know.
Loompas?
The
There are
tan
new
guy. He's in a
Oompas?
lot of Tim Burton
Yeah,
shit.
the Tim Burton.
Oh
one.
yeah,
Name's like Royal something
that
maybe.
I thought he's not actually little. I thought they just made him
He's-
little.
No,
He's
he's
short.
yeah, he's short.
Oh, the fuck's his name? He was in Neverending Story. He was in.
This is
God
gonna
damn it.
bug me all
I'm
day.
looking at
His name was Ed Gale.
No, it was something with an
short?
R.
He's
I'm
like-
on IMDb right now.
Oompa Loompa.
Howard Ed Gale was Howard T. Duck.
Oh.
Oh.
He stands for the.
Was he a little person? Or?
Yes.
Oh.
Attila the Hun and Winnie the Pooh share the same middle name. Coincidence?
And he's still an
Coincidence?
He's still
They
active.
both ruled China. Coincidence?
Oh, father. Attila the
There
Hun.
is-
Honestly, they all are looking for just a pot of honey.
He has nothing to do with
Oompa Loompas.
yeah.
It has nothing to
Womp womp.
Type in Ewoks.
do. But speaking of another Marvel property, it's got moved up from November.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Ant-Man.
Edgar Wright's Ant-Man.
I
I'm
thought
really
that got
glad
moved.
he's the guy that's doing Ant-Man. I think
Yeah.
he's the right guy to do it.
They
I don't
moved.
know. I think they're not letting him do it. I feel like they're not letting him do what he wants to do.
It was
He's
always a
attaching- but they're keeping
conspiracy
his
with
name
him.
attached. So,
Yeah,
like,
It was always a conspiracy with him. It's like, no, Kyle, they're doing it. No. No, they're not doing it.
No.
I don't believe you. I don't
Because
believe it.
no, stop it.
You said that, though.
No,
You said,
I never said they're not doing it. My point was that it's not.
yeah, average consumer Alex.
Average consumer Alex gets no opinion.
gets an
They
average.
have no
It's like average
average
opinion.
opinion. An average opinion and an average review and everything.
But they moved it up
I was very excited.
right after
Avengers.
2-3 weeks after Avengers.
I'm very which means
Or no, or after the Batman. So it's after one of those big.
they moved up to May, right?
No, July
dude.
31st.
July.
Yeah,
so that
from
means
November to July. It's gonna be a big ass summer.
It's
gonna be
packed with
But that
Avengers
means
everything.
Avengers.
Star Wars.
World's Finest. I'm calling it that for now.
It's that'd be a nice
Oh,
title,
man, I
but it's
can't-
not.
Man, I can't.
It's because of
They
this
need
asshole.
Robin.
I need to
Yeah.
find a way.
Oh my
I'm
God.
To
sorry.
be fair, World's Finest was Superman, Batman, and Robin. Anyway,
No,
so
World's Finest always been a reference for Superman and Batman teaming up, and you know it.
the finest of both worlds. is
Um,
Superman.
She-mail?
I need.
What?
What?
You said the finest of both
best of
worlds.
That was something.
Just trying to put
That'd
the
be
secret-
so awesome if, like, the intro to Batman and Superman is
You
just
start singing
the
Hannah Montana.
best of
Oh my
both worlds.
And then she twerks all
Yeah.
over Superman
Oh, of course.
or Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
Yeah,
Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice.
Like, you're
Don't
in
say it
RoboCop
again.
movie, Michael Keaton will be like the bad guy in that. They went from Hugh Laurie to Michael Keaton as the bad
Oh,
guy
in RoboCop?
yeah.
Yeah.
I saw the trailer. It's like, man,
Yeah.
It makes me a little mad. It looks good. It looks okay as a movie, but it kind of makes me mad. Like, they had to show you the the original RoboCop, like when he first gets.
Yeah.
oh, the suit.
Yeah,
like,
like,
it's
it's
kind
the
of like
right
the
Is
one.
this
same
like
thing.
still in canon with the old movies? Like, this is just years later and they upgraded like.
No, no,
No,
it's
they make him like that, and they're just like, it looks too 80s, and then they're all
They
like,
literally
like,
should have just said that. It's like it would have been better.
I know.
It just looks mediocre, and mediocre could be bad.
Probably. Does it look like the same level like the Total Recall remake?
Yes,
Or, like,
It does. It just looks bland.
Yeah.
Like you took all the heart out of that movie.
Well, it looks a little better than the Total Recall remake.
It does. I mean, I'll definitely see
Did
this
you see
one.
a
over
RoboCop
Total Recall.
trailer?
Yes.
Yeah, it's sound.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Where are you? I was gonna just-
I know average consumer. Alex. You should have
I
ate
was
this
reading
up.
the penny saver, looking at deals on sobs.
Getting coupons.
Go make $34,000 a year so you can buy your condominium.
Conformist.
Go have 1.5 children, damn it.
So average. So
I heard the Volvo's really safe.
Jiffy Lube's hiring.
Yeah, the iPhone's a good phone.
I like Windows. But
Hey, how was the Dow today? I mean,
he's average. He won't know the Dow.
Yeah. How's the Nasdaq?
He knows the Nasdaq. He definitely doesn't know the S&P.
3,729.02.
Stop it.
What?
Yeah, so the Nasdaq, I just gave it to him.
Oh, God damn it. Take us literal.
All right.
I could just pull it up right away. I figured it would be good for the joke.
Alex, I feel bad. Is there any video game news?
I
There
really
should be
have
a lot.
No idea. I mean, like GTA 5 comes out. That's
I
about
know,
it.
but that's not.
Are you
We've
gonna
known
play
that for a long
GTA
time.
5?
What? Why don't you think
No,
I like
I-
GTA?
don't you have all the other
I don't
ones?
think I like GTA for some reason. I don't know why.
What was the name of the main character from GTA 4?
Nico Bellic.
Yeah,
Nico Bellic.
Yeah,
Oh,
you,
shit.
you've never seen his room. It's just filled
really?
with video games and GTA paraphernalia,
Oh,
apparently.
It will be soon.
What was the name of
You're not buying GTA paraphernalia.
What about
Yeah,
San
my
Andreas?
friend-
What was the main guy from San Andreas?
CJ.
He's gonna win.
He
All
knows,
right.
he knows
All
this
right.
shit.
I
He
guess
knows
you do know you're talking.
Now I know
Oh.
you guys aren't excited for it, but I'm
excited.
excited.
Oh,
I'm excited right now. I'm excited for Assassin's Creed 4.
Why
I want
am I
to be
not
a
excited
pirate.
Shiver me
for it?
fucking timbers. That's all I can
Exactly.
say.
Oh, was that the shit? Yeah, that's the pirate game. Never
Yeah,
mind. I'm not excited.
pirate.
You're not excited? Did you
Top
see
butt
the
pirate.
all the like?
I
stuff
gave
you
a bigger
could do?
fuck about Assassin's Creed 3 because this was set during the American Revolution, which was kind of an interesting premise.
I have never
This
been
is-
more proud of you.
This is fucking pirates. I
Yeah,
couldn't-
just make a pirate game.
I couldn't give a shit about pirates.
We
I
stopped giving a shit at Dead Man's Chest.
Seriously.
I like that man. World's End was kind of shit.
World's End was shit. I couldn't understand a fucking word they were saying the whole movie.
And then worse was that god awful shit that followed that one up. What was
Oh,
it
I forgot
called?
there was a.
Yeah,
Me too. I
Um,
forgot about that one.
I was like, what are you
Why
talking
did
about?
Johnny Depp have to be so good as Jack Sparrow to commission so many
On
movies?
Stranger Times.
Well, they have the fifth one's
Yeah,
name
that's coming
already.
out. Oh,
What?
it's Dead Man Tell No
Tell No
Tales,
Tales.
which
Isn't
is
that-
exactly like Dead Man's Chest.
Isn't Orlando Bloom?
No,
can I
they're not
go
in
back
it.
to that?
No.
I would bring back Orlando Bloom as. I think you could do something interesting with him as the captain of the Flying Dutchman.
That all scene didn't make sense. How did he cut out his heart so fast?
Have you ever
It
tried
was
cutting
like
out your heart?
Wolverine Origins.
No,
Then
no,
it happened.
no, Dave. No. Have you ever tried cutting out your heart, Pat?
No, I mean, like, how did they do that?
How fast do you know? How do you know it takes? How long it takes to cut out
I
your
don't
heart?
think it was as fast as they made it look in the movie.
He's a pirate.
Doesn't make sense at all.
So are you saying like pirates, surgical masters?
Out of the way, I'm doing the surgery. Who are you? I'm a pirate. That's all.
Arrgh!
Arrgh!
Just use the
Use me, peg legs.
Just use
Yo
the-
ho ho, and bring me some
Disinfectant.
Just-
sutures.
Just use the
Give me
goddamn
my
hook
scalpel.
hand operating shit. Just like, "Argh."
Yo ho ho, and bring in the anesthesia.
Get my bird in here.
Yeah, what?
He'll be my assistant.
That'd be one thing if they made that like Assassin's Creed like Revelations 2 or something. That would make sense. Okay, we have like this side game that focuses on the pirate. But to make it literally the fourth game
I
in the
agree.
series.
I agree.
Well, I don't give a damn
Pirates.
about the series. I just want to be a pirate.
So just make a pirate game.
How's that?
But the
Why don't
pirate
we
games
just
that
get-
are out are pretty shit. And
No,
did
but-
you see the stuff
If
for
you
this?
make
wanna
it-
be
then
a
make a
pirate,
good
we can
pirate
get
game.
you
Well, I'm
the
sorry that
iPad.
I'm not out there making good
And-
pirate
okay,
games.
now.
I'm sorry,
Whose
Kyle.
fault is that, Dave?
Yeah, Dave. You're a publisher.
But it
You
makes
should
no
know.
sense. He's a pirate who's like, sometimes I go off and kill for the good of humanity, but other times I like to rob people.
For me, it's like the GTA thing. I don't want to do the missions. I just want to go out
That's,
there.
not-
Yeah.
that's like Halo taking a right turn, and suddenly you're playing as a character who floats through space and robs people.
I don't.
You're a hero. Like that's the whole point. You're a
When are
part
they
of a
doing like
secret
the
organization.
Desmond current day shit?
But
Like,
didn't that
Save the
end?
world? Does that happen?
Yeah, didn't that end?
Yeah, I think that ended.
Which is
think it's
stupid.
pretty-
Did
Yeah.
anyone beat Assassin's Creed 3?
I didn't even
really.
play Assassin's Creed 3. I was just interested.
I started it and I don't like it.
But
I
did
got-
you
know,
guys see like
I'm mad
like the
now.
13-minute stuff, like what you could do and how
Dude,
intricate the
if you
world
played
is?
Assassin's Creed 3, you saw when they were making Assassin's Creed 3, they're like, the next pirate game is gonna be awesome because the whole fucking boat part of Assassin's Creed 3 was completely pointless.
Okay,
You could tell they were setting up for the fourth one.
Yeah, how are they supposed to explore if you're on a boat like the whole goddamn? What do you just like? Is it
Well, I
like a
think you
cruise?
dock.
There's tons of
Well, I think you probably
Did you
go. I think you probably go and then you dock and then you go explore and then you go and then you
there's
dock,
certain
and then you
things
go
like what
explore.
you do. You're in the boat. And there's tons of islands everywhere. It's very
Yeah, but
expensive.
that's-
What's the best thing about it is while they're exploring, there's no like load time. It doesn't stop. It doesn't like all right now we're going to this next area. No, you just go to the island. All these like 50 different things. The map is huge. It looks
I don't know,
really
but
good.
think about the first Assassin's Creed.
I'm not the
very first one.
The first one was repetitive. And
I
then
agree.
stopped.
I
The
very
second
agree.
Assassin's Creed was the best game.
It was.
It was, but
It
the
was.
first Assassin's Creed, you sit up on top and you look around at that fucking landscape of Jerusalem.
It was amazing.
Fucking
Did you
unbelievable.
see the parts where he climbs up to the top of this like wood thing?
I don't want to see like Saint Martin. I don't give a shit about the islands.
No, you don't love like it's so
No, you want to see
beautiful.
Rome. You want to see
I don't
fucking.
want to see Rome. Fuck Rome. I want to see the Caribbean. I like tropical
Go
places.
watch Pirates of the Caribbean.
I want
I'll
to
watch
see
the first two.
I want to see the Michael Fassbender Assassin's Creed movie, which he's
Curious.
He's
I
pushing
would
for.
Fucking love that.
Yeah, he's really pushing for it to be made, so I'm down for it.
No, they're making it.
Oh.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, that's happening.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
happening.
that's good then.
I'm very curious. I have my hopes of it being good.
Michael Fassbender killing lots of people with little blades.
I'd like Darren Aronofsky to direct that. Actually, I feel like you.
Darren Aronofsky would be like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna do it. Yeah.
Drops out last
Drops
minute,
out
and then they
2 weeks before pre-production.
and then they get like fucking.
And then he goes and makes the Bible. Too.
Yeah.
Why is he making
Noah.
Why?
And have you seen the cast? It's so odd.
Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe, Emma Watson's in the movie. My cousin's cousin is an extra.
But
in the movie.
Are you not going to
Does
see
he
that though?
drown or
I
something?
might not. It's just she, and I don't know.
Does she drown?
I have no idea.
I'd be
I
curious.
remember
to
like a
see
year
it.
ago, she was like, "Oh, I'm in a movie." I'm like, "What?" She's like, "Yeah, I'm in a Russell Crowe movie." I'm like, "What?"
I'd
He's
just be,
avoid his fists at all. It's at all possible.
I'd just be curious to see it, just because it's like, wow, you turned this down, you turned Wolverine down to work on this. It's like, it's pretty weird. It's like all of a sudden he's like, yeah, I always wanted to do a Wolverine thing with, yeah, Hugh Jackman's my man, and then I don't want
I
to
hate it
travel.
when good creators always like are over enthusiastic of what they say is their magnum opus. I hate it. I always don't like.
You should never claim your magnum opus.
Yeah, I
Steven Spielberg has
like
done that
Steven.
a lot.
Yeah,
Well, he
Steven-
keeps making them. It's not his
No,
fault.
no, he's not making. He had backed out.
I'm
He was-
sorry.
He was gonna do the Robopocalypse thing. He was
Yeah.
like really adamant about that.
But he's
Dropped out. Still talking about Halo, not really doing
What
that.
I'm talking about is
and
this-
he
Peter
did a
Jackson.
low budget sniper movie based on
Yes,
this guy
yes.
that died recently.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
Who was like he was pushing this, and then like
But Steven Spielberg, I'm talking about people that don't have a magnum opus. Steven Spielberg has 7.
Yeah.
Steven Spielberg has movies that has
so
so
does
many
Guillermo
movies.
del Toro.
But there have been a
He
lot
has
of like.
so many movies that will never be forgotten.
Well, no, that's true, but like he wants some like I want to see a Robopocalypse by Steven Spielberg.
Steven Spielberg isn't Steven Spielberg anymore, though.
No, he's not.
Now,
That's-
now he's just this old guy with like a really big boner for alien themes in his movies. But
Yeah, that's not true. Did Lincoln?
He has
have
always
aliens?
been a guy with a really big boner for
I think he.
Yes, Mary Todd.
Yeah, Mary Todd was an alien.
Yeah.
I think he implied that Lincoln was an alien. Or
Oh,
something.
okay.
You know
Thank
what?
God, because that would have
I thoroughly
saved the
loved Lincoln.
That
That
was
was
good.
like my favorite
He
movie.
didn't kill a single vampire. I was confused.
Eh,
And,
eh,
I was
You know what?
confused
You know
about
what?
history. I like Tommy
One
Lee
vampire
Jones.
would be great. The very end, right before he's like when he's going into Ford's theater, he sits down. All of a sudden,
That was
John
another
Wilkes
thing,
Booth is
too.
walking up, and all of a sudden Lincoln just goes under his seat, grabs an axe, bam, turns around, and cuts his head off. You see
Yeah.
the fangs.
They didn't even show the fucking scene where Lincoln gets shot. They showed
No, they
another
show
movie
leaving.
theater.
No, they show him leaving for it.
Yeah, that was a little on the nose, don't you think? His
No.
last lines were, "Well, I guess it's
Really?
time I should go, even though I wish I could stay
Okay,
longer."
so it would be on the nose if he actually went to the theater and they showed like someone walking up.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't. No, there's on the nose, and that's they're showing the scene where Lincoln gets capped by a disgruntled
No.
actor.
So are you saying that?
That's
Yeah, I don't know what
exactly
you're
what it
saying.
should have been. It did exactly what it should have been. He's like, I gotta go meet the missus for the movies. Or, I mean,
Oh, it's some like stupid cheesy thing.
Abe
It's like,
Lincoln, the original 50s dad.
it would.
if I don't get to the pictures on time, the missus gonna have my bacon.
She'll just shoot me right between the eyes, and then walk right out.
The original
And then you hear
50s
the
black
gunshot,
man.
and that's it. I don't know. It's weird.
Hey, Pop, all my friends say that you're dividing the country in half and causing a major war. Well, now you see, son, the thing about that is the black people need their freedom too.
What's that word? Nah, it's not equality. Freedom.
Fuck you!
Emancipation.
Well,
boy, I'll say there.
I say it, David.
Abraham Lincoln has just become Foghorn Leghorn.
Foghorn Leghorn is Abraham
I say,
Lincoln.
but
Now I say Emancipation Proclamation.
Stand up,
A lot of
boy.
years ago.
Stand up, boy. Proud
Clean yourself up, boy. Something all over the place and everything.
I would
Some years ago.
I would have liked to see
Christopher
Rodney
Walken is Foghorn
Dangerfield.
Leghorn. What?
Rodney Dangerfield as Abraham Lincoln would have been an amazing casting choice.
I think Daniel Day-Lewis. It's been 3 years since my last Oscar. I think I could go for one more.
He's so goddamn good. It's sad. Like, why is
And
he
he's
can't
very
have,
funny.
he
He
can't
looks
have
like-
that much talent. It's not fair.
He looks like he's goddamn
Give
insane in
some
real
of
life,
us.
Right.
though, but he's
Give it
awesome.
to the rest
You
of us.
can't have that much. You need to have less than that.
I heard that Spielberg pretty much like begged him. Look, he's like, listen, I need you and only
Just
you
look at him.
for this movie role. You
You're
are
selling
Lincoln.
this. You have
Even
to sell
normally, he looks like Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah.
Never mind when they made him look like Lincoln.
He was totally just like, yeah, I think I'll do this role. I could use another Oscar.
Yeah. My other ones are getting.
I
Now
got
he's-
one more space on that shelf.
it. Now
One more
he's
space.
off making shoes.
Good.
Let's get some.
I actually did know that. Yeah,
He
talked
did that
about-
one time or something like
Well,
that.
no, he talked
they
about what
made
he's
out
gonna
of,
do.
like,
He talked about he was gonna
varnish
go
or
home.
something. I feel like his shoes being
because
out of
he-
varnish.
Because he's having a break right now.
Yeah.
But he had a break like a while ago.
And when he goes on
where
break,
he
he,
did.
works like with his
Yeah,
hands.
yeah,
to
he did,
build
like-
things.
He's Jesus Christ because he's a carpenter now and he doesn't know his father. So
I mean, you know, I really think that Christianity is missing. Like, isn't it weird
Are
that
we
we
done
don't?
with this?
No, we are. We are.
I just made a joke
No,
about it.
but if you think about it, why we're a pretty Christian-based society, correct?
Okay.
Society's built on
Why are
Christianity.
carpenters not looked on as better people? Like, why don't we like? Wouldn't you think that would be like a really good profession to be in, like a really respected profession?
It's kind of blue collar now.
It's always been blue collar.
Yeah.
Son
Well,
of God,
Since
it's a
the
carpenter.
days of Jesus Christ, it's been blue collar.
Well,
What's
what was white collar back in Christ's
Just
day?
like
White
Jesus
collar.
is, it's like the fucking opening credits of Roseanne for Jesus' life and everything.
Was it him like building a shelf? Like,
Exactly, that's exactly what I was like.
They're all sitting around the table at the Last
Yeah.
Supper, like stuffing their faces.
Talking
Jesus
with a
is like,
nasally.
hey,
More bread than fish.
He starts crying for no reason.
God.
He just keeps checking his watch and watches. Sometimes.
Oh, we gotta pay the pizza guy. Judas, you got any money? I'll chip in tomorrow.
I'll make you a bench.
This gefilte fish is making me thirsty.
This is ridiculous.
Hey Jesus, we're out of wine. I'm on it. Thanks, man.
Thanks, bro.
That's right.
When he gets taken away by the guards, everyone's just like, Judas, what the fuck? We had an unlimited supply of alcohol.
Jesus Christ, Judas.
I
Jesus Christ.
I loved Louis C.K. I love Louis C.K.'s bit about like people back in the day of Jesus Christ couldn't say like Jesus Christ is an exclamation. So
Like
like
what?
I like the time when people are watching Jesus on the cross like all bloody and everything. They're just like they're like look they're out
Yes.
there looking at him like ugh wow. That is bananas right there.
It's just like, Jesus Christ. Yes! Help!
Help me, please.
I would help you, but someone nailed me to this large piece of wood.
It's okay. Jesus wasn't dead. He was just in a Kryptonian coma the whole time.
That's what I always imply. Then his brainiac robot.
Then he came back with
Did you see
longer
that
hair.
Max Landis thing?
Yeah.
It's
that's the
insane.
Return of
That thing
Superman.
was
That thing
that was
rocks.
only amazing by how insanely accurate that whole
It
retelling
was. And how many famous people they got to be in that.
Yeah, that
I
was
love Simon
weird.
Pegg as his dad at the end.
Yeah, Simon Pegg.
Or
Elijah Wood
Wood.
is Cyborg Superman.
It helps that his dad made Thriller and the Blues Brothers and everything.
And other things, you know, he's John
Mandy.
Landis.
yeah, well, Thriller and Blues Brothers are pretty big. I mean,
American Werewolf. in
Average
London.
consumer Alex, do you know what Blues Brothers are?
do you know
I
John
know who
Landis
the Blues
is?
Brothers
The Blues Brothers.
I like the music.
I live on Saturday Night Live, people.
That's with those SNL guys, right?
That guy was in Ghostbusters.
Isn't one of them dead now?
Wait.
Yeah, it's with Animal House and Ghostbusters, right?
That's, oh my god.
I really like that movie.
Yeah,
That's the brother of the guy from According to Jim.
Yeah, it's that movie with Dan Aykroyd and John Goodman, right?
John Goodman.
And
And
it
that
was-
kid.
that fucking kid.
Oh,
God.
We reached the 2-hour mark, guys.
Jesus.
Oh, 2 hours. This was
Yeah.
good. I enjoyed this.
This was a fun 2 hours.
Now I gotta stay for another 3 to post them on fucking YouTube.
Thank God.
Dude, send me the
Why-
link. I want to hear this.
Did your computer crap out throughout this entire time?
No, I didn't.
Wow,
That's
wonderful.
shocking.
I
Anyone
fixed
have
it.
any
Great job.
final notes to jump in on?
Any
Before we
news?
do the
I
exit?
may or may not have a game for the next episode.
Ooh, what's
Oh,
the game?
what is that?
I will reveal it next week.
Slash,
Very
let me
good.
close this out
So
you can explain
stay
it to me.
tuned.
Yeah. He knows how to get it.
Cliffhanger tennis.
Yeah, exactly.
Good night, everybody.
Well,
Well,
hey,
ladies and
I am the
gentlemen-
one that closes this out.
I have something good.
Yeah,
Oh,
go,
okay.
go,
All right,
Zach.
fine. Well, from everyone here at the Just Casting Studios on the Sky Club level of Brandy's Old Fashioned Lesbian Flamingo Farm Annex at Deer Park, here in the Beta Capital House, for all of us here at Just Casting, good night.
That's actually, you know what? I give that to my official seal of approval. That, if you could take that
That
clip,
was well done.
even if Jim's not here, I want that at the end of
That has to be
everything.
the ending. That has to be.
I'll have those extracted out of this one.
Okay.
Good night
Well,
and good luck.
now,